He's across the 50 to the 40. He's got nothing but one man to beat. It's going to be a collision match.
This is the Super Q Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. For the next 3 hours, we'll give you all things sports, from high school football to Ohio State and the Big Ten. Plus, we'll get knee-deep in the NFL with the Bengals and Browns. If it's sports, it's on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
The Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show is brought to you by Pizza Dog, Griffin Insurance, Knox County Veteran Services, CES Credit Union, Mid-Ohio Power Sports and Golf Cars, Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, The Living Center Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Smith Heisler Meats, and of course, Spearman Financial Services. Catch the show live from 7:30 to 10:30 on WQIO Radio and the WQIO Facebook page.
If it's sports, it's on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Here's Tyler Mathias and Brian Gaston.
And a good Friday evening to you. It is the Super Q 93.7, WQIOradio.com. We're also live streaming on the WQIO Facebook page. So I don't think you can see Brian right now, which could be a gift to all of us.
That is. I think we're going to double tonight if my picture's not on here.
You are missing him in this beautiful, straight-up silver Ohio Bobcats hoodie.
I love it.
Which looks great. Third down and 8, and Colonel Cropper gets a first down. They lead at 7-0 against Centerburg. We're in the regional semifinals. That's in Division 6, Region 23. That's on our WMVO Facebook page, as well as WMVO on the YouTube channel, if you want to check that out. Again, that is Centerburg and Colonel Crawford. Again, 740-397-1300 to call us tonight and to be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. We've got a couple of Guardians pitchers indicted for crimes involving basically betting on pitches. You've got, of course, high school football here, and it's an exciting night. One great matchup tonight. Steubenville and Licking Valley facing off in high school football action. How about this? Their head coaches have combined for 826 wins in 87 years at their schools. And the coach there at Steubenville, 447 wins in 43 years. And, of course, Randy Boffman, a legend there at Licking Valley. And I saw a video for Licking Valley today, getting all excited. He says, we've got a legend. One team tonight has a legendary coach, a great history, and the other team is Steubenville, is what Licking Valley said on their video. So there you go. 3:46 to go in that second quarter. Scoreless between Waterford and Danville in their ball game tonight against 740-397-1300 to call us and to be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show here on the Super Q 93.7. And Brian, let's just run down the scores that you do have and tell us what you got right now in terms of high school football regional semifinals and what it means to get to this point in high school football.
Man, some great matchups tonight. And if you have any that you want to listen to or you want us to follow, give us a buzz. I will make sure it happens. We'll follow those games. We still have about 112 teams left, so you might have one or two that you like. Well, let's go over to Division I, Region 3.
Yep.
It is Olentangy Orange 7, Olentangy Liberty nothing. It's Pickerington Central 3, Upper Arlington nothing. Over in D2, Region 7, it is Big Walnut all over Canal Winchester, 21-0 right now. And Massillon leads Columbus DeSales 13-0. Tri-Valley is behind Columbus Watterson 14-0. And like we said, Steubenville and Licking Valley, they are scoreless in this game. Colonel Crawford 7, Cinderberg 0. Lima Bath trails Shelby 15-0. There's no score yet in the Sandusky, Perkins, and Gallion game. Those two defenses, that's not a shock. Over in D4, Region 15, New Lexington, the number 1 seed, is leading Unioto 6-0. And it is Indian Valley 21, Jonathan Alder 6. Let's go to D5, Region 18. That's Liberty Center 21.
They
Liberty.
got a kid going. They got an offensive lineman going to Ohio State.
Yeah,
right?
they do. Man, that is not bad. Let's run the ball behind him. Liberty Center 21. Liberty Benton nothing. Nelsonville and Columbus Academy. Man, they are at 0, and so is Danville and Waterford. We have got a great night in store.
Now, for those wondering, saying, why are you at the Centerburg game and you're not at the Danville game? Well, the reason we are not at Danville is because of the fact that the NFHS is there, and so we're not able to do that. Now, we would be able to play the video after and live, do live radio and things, but it's a long trip down there. We do actually have John Wareham down there, and he's covering that game, so he'll have some info after the fact. It's not live. I want to make that very clear if you're trying to find it or something. It is not live. You can only see it on NFHS, and you got to pay for it. All right, and I don't know, Centerburg just lost the running back for Colonel Crawford, and he's all the way down to the 5-yard line. Trojans in trouble right now, the number 1 seed, Division 6, Region 23. Meanwhile, we have another update from the Danville game. Latest one we have, 3:46 to go in the first half, and that game is still scoreless. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program if you're out of the game. Another good one is Pickerington Central and Upper Arlington. Pickerington Central leads that game 3-0. Mm-hmm. Upper Arlington has first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. But you mentioned there Washington leading DeSales, 9:13 to go in the second quarter in that one. And the Shelby Whippets, we expect Shelby to make a run. We expected Shelby to have their chance, and here it is, 15-0. They're leading over Lima Bath in that one. And again, first and goal for Colonel Crawford as they're just bumbling and stumbling down the field right now against the Centerburg Trojans, who can't get a whole lot going offensively in their ballgame. 740-397-1300. We mentioned it every time, and it's not just coach speak from you, Brian, or anything, but when you get to this point, everybody's good. I mean, the bad teams, bad teams, but the other teams are home. Any team that's not, in the running for this, they are at home. And right now, 7-0. We see Colonel Crawford up on Centerburg after knocking off Mount Gilead last week.
Yep, we have, believe it or not, we have 3 updates just in the time we've been on. New Lexington, that number 1 seed, they lead Unioto 18-0. Liberty Center now 21-0 over Liberty Benton. And here's another one. Number 1, Olentangy Orange leads Olentangy Liberty 7-3.
Great ball game there.
Oh my.
740-397-1300. Give us a call and you can be part of the program. Of course, the Ohio State Buckeyes play a night game, and they'll play the UCLA Bruins tomorrow night, and we'll have some updates on that and talk a little bit about that. And then you've got the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Go back to high school football here for a moment, Brian. The Ohio High School Athletic Association Board of Directors has set they recently had set the time for member schools to vote for this NIL thing. By the way, Colonel Crawford in the touchdown run for their starting quarterback, his second touchdown of the night, and it's 13-0 pending an extra point. But the board approved the language at a September meeting in preparation for a vote of member schools during the regular referendum voting process in early May. And so they are having an emergency referendum conducted due to a lawsuit filed by a student-athlete on October the 15th against the OHSAA regarding NIL. Ohio is one of only 6 states that does not currently permit high school student-athletes to engage in NIL. A Franklin County judge, of course, opened the case by issuing a 45-day temporary restraining order against the OHSAA. And so the vote will take place this next week, the 17th through the 21st, with high school principals submitting the vote on behalf of the school. And the OHSAA, you heard Tim Street. If you listened to the show last week, I know we had some technical difficulties and things, but if you listened to the show last week and you heard what Tim Street said, he said the reason for this vote is basically so they can regulate the NIL that's going to happen here, because NIL is inevitable. It is inevitable. It's going to happen here. There's nothing that can be done. It is going to happen here. But the OHSAA is saying, hey, if you vote yes for this, then we can regulate what happens here. So do you like that? What would you vote if you could have a vote in this, Brian?
Well, I'd vote it all out, but I think the smart thing is to wait on this, get a handle on it. What can you regulate? Because a lot of these states have admitted that after allowing it, in principle, that's really good stuff. The problem is that they already allowed it, and now the toothpaste is out of the tube, and now how do you get it back in?
Yeah.
So I kind of like the fact that they've waited this long.
This reminds me, honestly, and we're live streaming a game tonight, right, Brian?
Sure.
And we had this game on, and in 2020, there couldn't be a lot of people going to games, and so live streaming opened
That's
up,
right?
And then, the shutdown stopped and everything, and the OHSAA, that's where I felt like they could have stepped in and said, okay, we're gonna put some regulations on live streaming and doing stuff like that.
Yes.
And they could have done something with that. They did not, and it kind of has gotten out of hand. I'll be honest with you, because now,
It has.
I mean, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just going to tell you the facts here that are the facts.
Mm-hmm.
The OHSAA has an agreement with the NFHS network. Okay, this is a 10, 12-year agreement, something like that. I don't know how many years in they are into this, but there's an agreement. And the problem that comes with this is now, because when money gets thrown around and everybody wants a piece of the pie, right? So now, like, we can't live stream the Danville game tonight because of that, because of the NFHS. And they want to make that money. And then next week, basically everybody's out because Spectrum and NFHS will cover every game, right?
That's
and
right.
So we
they take over.
We can't really do it. Now, the OHSAA has said to me, and I really like Tim Street. He's a great guy, and he's just explaining to me what happened, and I'm just trying to explain it for you guys. But the reality here is that he said, well, radio, will always be protected, and you can always have live radio, and you can always do that. And I appreciate that, because I think radio is still a good thing. You're listening on the radio right now. The problem that we have is that live streaming has now become an expectation. An expectation.
Yes.
And if you don't live stream it, they say, well, you're just doing radio. Well, now it's like, okay, what are you doing here? And so it makes it really hard on people like us to be in that situation. So if you wonder why we're not at the Danville game, that's the reason. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it. I mean, that's just why we're not there. And so if you have questions about that, or you want to say something to the OHSAA, saying something to us won't really do anything.
We're with you.
We can do nothing. We can do nothing. But that's kind of where we're at right now, and we'll continue to. If anything changes, I guess we'll let you know. But that's why we're not at the Danville game tonight, to get off my soapbox. But it's the reality. And I think I probably should have said this beforehand, before tonight. But that's the reality where we're at right now. So,
but they have so few making the you don't have what's an actual monopoly, but you're getting darn close.
Oh, for sure.
You're squeezing. Now think about this. We have created relationships through this radio station, Danville, Centerburg, Mount Vernon, and on, and Fredericktown, and on and on and on and on. So here we are all season long, preseason. We bring along these people. We talk to the coaches. We talk to the fans. We give you the scores. Boom, you're done.
Yep.
We're not allowed to go any further.
Yeah.
And you're right. Expectations in today's society.
It's just what it is. I mean,
that's what it is.
If you don't live stream it, they'll cut your head off.
Yep.
So there you go. So if anybody has thoughts on that, feel free to give us a call, 740-397-1300. An update here. Indian Valley is absolutely pummeling Jonathan Alder, 28-7, 6.5 to go in the second quarter of that one. Shelby leading Lima Bath 22-0 as Braden DeVito comes up with an interception. A lot of people think he should win Mr. Football.
I believe it.
Yeah, there's him. There's
Nolan
Burley. Another good one here. Perkins misses a field goal, and Perkins and Gallion stay scoreless with just under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. In that ball game, Pickerington Central 10, Upper Arlington 0 in that game, and against Centerburg trailing 14-0, and a little bit of trouble with 1:48 to go in that one. Bishop Waterson, a defending champion, also up 28-0 in that ball game. 740-397-1300. Olin Tangi Orange 14-10 on Liberty as Liberty scores a touchdown, and Shelby recovers an onside kick, and they have it at midfield leading 22-0. So they could theoretically have a running clock.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, at that point in the ball game. But 740-397-1300. Call us, be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show here on the Super Q 93.7. And I think we got Brian on the live stream here, which is good. And you can see his wonderful hoodie. 740-397-1300. Another great one again. Licking Valley and Steubenville stays scoreless, and Steubenville gets an interception. So that is a monster game. You talk about just two really good programs throughout the year.
My.
Or throughout the years. You know, we talk about what Steubenville has done and the numbers I mentioned earlier and what Randy Bachman has done there. And boy, it's tough that one of those teams has to lose because they're very good. And you almost lost it there with Licking Valley, my friend. But they're still
almost did. And I'll tell you what, it was a wake-up call for me, but I still believe that once you're in, all kinds of things could happen. And who knows, all mine are still there. All the ones I thought would win are still there. But, hey, long way to go.
740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Guys, what's up? It's Chad.
Hey, Chad. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, enjoying the nice fall air.
There you go.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even have to wear a jacket really tonight.
Mm-mm.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I just want to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I got you. Well, what you doing tonight? You out at a high school football game?
Nope.
Oh, that's not good.
You stay with us. We'll keep you up to date.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, well, the Ohio State Buckeyes will play tomorrow. What do you think of the Buckeyes taking on the UCLA Bruins?
I think it's going to be awesome. I think Ohio State's going to win big, but I'm not a fan of the 7:30 game.
Yeah,
I love them.
Past your bedtime?
I'm with you.
No, I won't about that.
All right. And then Joe Burrow, I don't think he'll be back. He's not coming back this week, but you take on the Steelers. This is a big game for the Bengals because despite the fact that they've kind of struggled, and their defense stinks, by the way, they're still 2-0 in the division.
Yeah.
Have themselves a chance right now.
Good.
So,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, see what happens there on Saturday against the Steelers, and should be fun there. Will you stay with us here, and we'll keep you up to date all night long, okay? Then I know that you're excited to get back to basketball here before you know it. High school basketball will get tipped up, okay?
Oh yeah, I think the girls have a home game next Friday.
All right, there you go. I know we're planning on going to a game. I don't know if it's that one. I think it's the Fredericktown Highland game if we can't cover a football game next week. Not me and Brian. We're going to be here, but Curtis will be out there. Yeah. So
I know we played Delaware. I think the girls played Delaware.
Okay.
Next Friday, and I'm wearing red and white, so I don't get mixed up.
There you go. Don't get yourself mixed up. Hey, always great to hear from you, Chad. And give us a call next week as well, okay, buddy?
Okay. See you guys. Go Buck.
Take care. Appreciate the call there. 740-397-1300. Again, right now, Olentangy Orange 14, Olentangy Liberty 10. And again, Shelby gets that fumble and leading 22-0 at Washington with a 20-0 lead on DeSales.
And I've got Waterford leading Danville 7-6 right now.
Wow, close one. I was talking to their athletic director, and we couldn't go down there, but he said, boy, it's going to be a good game. He said, I can put you on the pass list. I said, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it down for that. That's a little bit of a trip, and I have a show to do here. So 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. And that's with about 27 seconds to go in the first half. So they said it was going to be a tight one. I think Danville was like a 2.5-point favorite in that one. But it's a tight one right now. Meanwhile, Centerburg with 44 seconds to go in the first half, trailing 14-0. 740-397-1300. Call us and be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, presented in part by Griffin Insurance, the Living Center, Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, Pizza Doc, and Knox County Veteran Services. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. Let's take this break. We'll come back. More of the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show coming up.
Super Q Time and Temperature is brought to you by
A-Plus Auto Brokers. Having over 20 lenders gives us freedom to work with all credit situations. Call A-Plus Auto Brokers at 740-393-0366.
It's 7:49 and 52 degrees.
Do you know what America's Best Pizza tastes like? Hi, this is Mike Amheiser, and the reason that I win awards across the country, and most importantly right here at home, is simple. It's our ingredients. At the Pizza Doc, we don't take shortcuts. I pledge to make you that same prize-winning pizza every time. Listen to what our customers say.
I usually go for just the plain pepperoni. Just get the great big table-to-table pizza, and it's fantastic.
Call today, the Pizza Doc in Fredericktown, and find out what America's Best Pizza tastes like at 740-694-1555.
I love Pizza Doc.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, live on 93.7 The Super Q, brought to you in part by Pizza Doc, Griffin Insurance, and Knox County Veteran Services.
Welcome back. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on the Super Q 93.7. Blaine Bolt rolling to his left, looking to pass, sets, and he gets sacked for Centerburg. They had gotten down the field after a pass interference in the end zone, but there you go, 740-397-1300. It is at half. Danville, it's trailing 7-6 against Waterford. I was talking with their athletic director of Waterford earlier this week. He said it's probably going to be a close game. Yeah, he wasn't lying about that.
Nope.
How about Nolan Burley taking it 56 yards to the house, right up the middle, untouched. 28-0. Big Walnut destroying Canal Winchester. 4:50 to go in the second quarter in that ball game. You think he can win Mr. Football?
He could, but I'll tell you,
it's hard for
Shelby.
Yeah, there's DeVito and Burley.
I believe in DeVito.
I think DeVito deserves it.
I do too.
I really do. But
he's been dominant for a couple of years.
I saw some crazy numbers from him that, when you think about all that he's done, and I know it's not a thing of, what's happened throughout the years or whatever, but some of the numbers that I saw from him, and that, like, he has the all-time rushing record there, an all-time passing record, and a season rushing record, season passing record, passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. I mean, the kid is done. Let me see here. He's going to Air Force, but you think about all the things he's done, career completions, program records, career completions, as well as, it kind of skipped out on me there, but he's got, as a sophomore, he completed over nearly 200 passes for 3,500 yards and 30 touchdowns. I mean, the guy is just a freak, and he has done a lot for that program. And now they've had some really good quarterbacks come through there.
Armstrong and the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, gee whiz.
Yeah, but you think about it, just all the numbers that he's put together, it is really impressive. Career passing yards, career touchdown passes, career completion percentage, career average yards per completion, career rushing touchdowns, all of those. That didn't even get them all. So 740-397-1300. Give us a call. You can be part of the program, and you're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hey, boys, how's it going tonight on this Friday evening?
Yeah, it's going better than I think last week for us. But, but no, we're having some fun tonight and appreciate you giving us a buzz.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, you was talking about the nil money, OHSAA.
Yeah.
Putting them in charge of the nil money would kind of be like putting a fox in charge of the chicken house.
Yeah.
You know what
I will say this, and I like some of the people.
I know you guys can't say that, but I call her too.
Well, I will tell you this, when... And I like some of the people at the OHS. I like the people that I talk to, Tim Street, some of those people. I like them. But I will tell you this, and it feels, maybe it's just how I feel. You might agree or disagree. But ever since the COVID year, when they lost the money for the state championship games for basketball, it has felt like for the last 5 years it's been a money grab.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it feels like. It's always about money, specifically that time.
That's why we went to 16 teams. They originally agreed to 12, and most of the coaches agreed to that. And then, boom, they went to 16 because they lost money in COVID years.
Yep. Yep.
And they didn't care about a 16-team playing one. They had no care at all about that. They sold 300 tickets. That's money they made.
Yep. And look,
another good idea for these high schools, just start a GoFundMe page for athletes.
There you go. Well, the thing about it is with high school with this too is athletic directors. I've talked with a number of athletic directors, and I will tell you that their job is already really hard. I was talking with an athletic director, and I said, well, what would it take for maybe if I wanted to be an athletic director? And they talked about how long it would take. Pile NIL information and stuff on top of that, and now you get a real problem. You either have to hire somebody else, which is going to cost, let's just say a round number of $50,000 a year, to hire somebody to do that, or you're going to pile more on these athletic directors, which we've got great athletic directors, but you pile more on that, and it's going to be an impossible job for them.
Yeah, the OHSAA right now has so many lawsuits they can't get to them all.
Yeah,
the kids are graduating before they can even settle.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they've said that.
Yeah, and there's so much. Yeah, and I mean, think about the Ironton situation. That happens. Right before the season, and then all these different things that are pieces. And again, I've talked with him about. You talk about the streaming aspect. That's not a legal issue, but. There's the streaming thing that affects a lot of people, and then there's NIL that affects a lot of people, and it's just like there's a lot to sift through. I mean, and they've got a lot on their plate too. I mean, trying to get officials, Bo Rugg, and trying to get everything, but this is just adding to that pile with NIL.
Yep. Hey, you guys do a good job. Thanks for doing another year of this.
Oh, we sure appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the call. You take care. Great call there. Feel free to give us a buzz, 740-397-1300. Call us and be part of the program. But, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that it's just some straight-up money grab. But, anyway, Pickerington Central 10, Upper Arlington 6, 45 seconds to go in the half. And that ball game, what a great matchup that is there. And you talk about two teams that are just, really good programs.
Yes.
I don't know how else to put it. You remember Sonny Styles played for Pickerington Central? Of course, he's smacking people around up there. Nelsonville 7, Academy 0.
Yes.
Nelsonville, I like Nelsonville York Stadium.
Isn't it nice?
It's a nice place to do a game. I remember going down there one time, and I was like, you know what? I'll just stay with my grandparents. They lived in Logan.
Yes.
And so I'm like, yeah, of course you know that, but lived in Logan. So, yeah, well, just go down there. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. And we would like to hear from you if you want to call in. Again, 7-0, Licking Valley leading Steubenville on a 1-yard touchdown run. What do you got in terms of other scores? Any updates over there, Brian?
Well, the updates, Massillon. How about 27-0 over Columbus DeSales?
Yeah.
Columbus Waterson, 35, Tri-Valley, nothing. Colonel Crawford, 14, Cinnaberg, nothing. New Lexington, 19-7 over Unioto. Indian Valley, 34-7 over Jonathan Alter.
Yeah.
That's Liberty Center, 28-3 over Liberty Benton. So that's where we are. Beautiful. Yeah, great night for football.
740-397-1300. Call us and be part of the program. You couldn't ask for better.
No.
Second
Fantastic.
Friday in November.
Fantastic.
It's beautiful out. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. We want to hear from you. We do want to thank Smith Heiser CES Credit Union, Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, Mid-Ohio Power Sports and Golf Cars, and Knox County Veterans Services. Going to talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on UCLA. Of course, going to also talk about the Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz situation, which is messy. I don't think either one of them will be playing in Major League Baseball again, and they might both end up in federal prison. So, that's serious. I was trying to find an attorney to talk with us about this on here. I think that would take a long time to talk about, though. But nevertheless, we will talk about that Emmanuel Clase, Luis Ortiz situation, which, by the way, they both bonded out. I think Luis Ortiz's was $600,000 and Emmanuel Clase's was $500,000. And Emmanuel Clase has to either stay in New York or Ohio. That's the only places he can travel to. And if you had $500,000, they made $12,000 or something like that on this. It's ridiculous. All right, quick station ID on the Super Q 93.7.
Studios are presented by
Knox County Veteran Services, 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon. Give us a call today at 740-393-6742.
You're listening to the Ohio Superstation, 93.7 The Super Q, WQIO, Mount Vernon, Newark, Delaware, Mansfield.
740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. It is the regional semifinals in high school football tonight. Kirtland up on Smithville. A lot of people think Kirtland will win Division 6. That includes the Brian Gaston.
Yes.
740-397-1300.
Stay on that line.
And Centerburg's got some work to do, down 14-0 against Colonel Crawford. You know, Colonel Crawford, they put it on Mount Gilead last week, a Mount Gilead team that had a historic season. And 14-0, Colonel Crawford up on Centerburg. Now, I'm not putting Centerburg to bed at this point.
Oh, no.
But they have struggled for the most part, to move the football. Now, they got down there after that pass interference and had a shot at the end zone there at the end of that first half. But unfortunately for them, they could not get it in at the end zone before time expired. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. Now, one of the things I'm watching right now is there is a football player from Colonel Crawford in the band. Did you encourage that when you were coaching? Would you be like, hey, that's cool?
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
Buddy, I can remember when I was at, my dad could tell you this, when we lived in New Philadelphia, Strasburg had their star athlete.
Yeah.
Did that back in the 60s.
Yeah.
He was one of the first one to ever do it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. How about an update here from the Shelby game? You think Shelby scored or Lima Bath scored? You want to guess?
Shelby.
Yeah, 35-0. Brady Bowman got a pass, goes 55 yards from Brayton DeVito, 4:10 to go in the first half, running clock for the Shelby Whippets in that ball game. To the phone lines, you're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hi, guys. This is Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Got a couple of funny things about the Ohio State-Michigan game coming up.
Do it.
In 3 weeks, I guess. But every week I kind of promote that, and I put some pictures of the Buckeyes up there and on Facebook. Well, I got a private message from a Michigan fan from Ann Arbor, and he started talking about the overall record, Michigan against Ohio State. And I made him mad. I said, that started when you wore cardboard helmets and no face masks. And he didn't like that too well. And then the more we talked, he said, you know what? I'll find out where you live. And I said,
okay.
I did the Price is Right thing. I said, well, come on down.
Oh, my God.
I said, if you get in the front door, and if you get by my black German Shepherd, Husky, Wolf mix, you get by him, then you got a big brown lab Australian Shepherd mix. If you get by him, then a little Chihuahua will bite your Achilles tendon off.
There you go. There you go. I'll tell you what, Dave. You want really to put some real protection over there? I'll send my wife over. I will. You don't worry about a thing.
I tell you what, some of these Michigan fans say. I asked him, what are you worried about? I said, you keep bragging you won 4 in a row. So what are you worried about?
Yeah.
And he said, well, we have one. I said, yeah, you forget that they lost 17 out of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's going to be a big game. But first of all, UCLA tomorrow night. UCLA is not a very good football team this year.
No.
But then you got Rutgers, and they're not bad.
Yeah.
And but then Michigan. I think this Ohio State team, guys, is
they're real.
Especially their defense is unbelievable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this the best you've ever seen?
Defensively, I think it is. Yes.
Yep. I'd look at that one. Whoa.
Yeah, and last week, head coach Day, he worked on his running game because he knows he's going to need that.
Well,
and that's what he was doing.
You know it.
There wasn't a great bunch of offensive records set.
Yep. Well, and you look at it statistically speaking, Dave, UCLA 128th out of 136 teams nationally in yards per carry allowed, 5 yards per carry they allow. But Ohio State's running game is just not very good. I mean, they're 68th in the nation in rushing yards per game at 155. And, they do need to get that going. And you saw the last week, it's the freshmen. It's Bo Jackson. It's Isaiah West. Those guys that are getting the opportunities right now.
Yeah, that Bo Jackson run for a touchdown was
called
yeah, I know.
Wow. Real ticky-tack.
No kidding.
Yep.
No kidding.
But anyway, you guys talking about the OHSAA. it is all about the green.
Yes,
money.
it is,
That's
my
what it's all
friend.
about.
They wouldn't say that, of course, but it is.
No.
I mean,
And
it's been like that since 2020 for sure. I mean, absolutely for sure.
And for a lot of fans, elderly fans, they can't go to the game. They would love to be able to watch it on streaming and watch it on radio. And I'm glad they said, Tyler, that they're going to leave radio alone because they better not touch that.
Oh my gosh!
And that's true. And I talked with him. He's like, radio's always going to be available. And he said, well, you have something that other people don't have. When you get to that point. But the reality here is that streaming has become an expectation, and people will actually get angry with you when you can't stream the game, and they'll say, well, where's it at? Or why are you guys not at the game? Why can't you stream it right now? And, I'm not going to name anybody, but there are some streaming entities out there that they are told not to stream it, and they do it anyway. And then, we're all stuck here because we're like, well, I guess we'll have to just do it on the radio because that's what they told us to do. And then we're kind of put on a cliff, and it's not fair. So I don't know. They want to swing deals and make that money, and they get in these long-term deals. It's not like it's a 2-3 year deal, Dave.
No.
And we're talking 10, 12 years in these deals.
Gee whiz, yeah.
And I mean, think about it. Next week, the NFHS and Spectrum are only going to have a handful of games to choose from. They're going to pretty much pick every game. So nobody's going to be able to. These teams that have live streamed all year long and done all this stuff all year long, they just get pushed to the side.
Well, at least we have shows like this and get all the scores and the updates, which you guys do a great job and really appreciate it. So you guys have a good evening.
All right. Appreciate the call, Dave. You take care. Again, Dave Bemington started this show in
Oh, my.
1991.
Yes, he
That was the
did.
year I was born.
So cool.
Been doing it a long time. Washington 27 to Sales 7 at the half. And Indian Valley all over Jonathan Alder 34-7, Division 4, Region 15 semifinal. And that one, of course, Shelby's up big in their game. They're up 35-0, about to get the ball back with a buck 47 to go in the half. And that Shelby team is for real.
Oh.
They're very good. 740-397-1300. Brian, any scores that you got there right now?
Two just came in as you were reading those. Liberty Central now leads Liberty Benton 35-3. We are also looking at Licking Valley leading 14-0 over Steubenville. And Big Walnut just kicked a field goal. I think it was going into halftime there. It's 31-0 now over Canal Winchester.
740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. The winner of that Sunbury, Big Walnut, and Canal Winchester game plays the winner of DeSales and Massillon, Washington. So right now it's looking like it's going to be Big Walnut and Massillon, Washington, unless there's some big comebacks there tonight. It looks like those two will be facing off in a regional final next week. And then we sit there and we say, well, where would that football game be? Because we do get the neutral sites next week.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that.
In between Big Walnut and Columbus, maybe a Westerville school is in there. I don't know.
Normally,
Westerville Central seems like it would be a great place. They have a really nice facility there, so maybe. All right, 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program. We want to hear from you. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Again, the Ohio State Buckeyes do play tomorrow against the UCLA Bruins, who started the year 0-4. Since bounce back, they fired their head coach, Deshaun Foster, and they're trying to get things going. I mean, the last time that the UCLA quarterback there came in, and I'm going to try to say his name, Iamaliva or something like that. I'm not sure how exactly to say it, but I tried to phonetically write it out when I listened to it earlier. But the last time he came into Ohio State, of course, he was with Tennessee. Things did not go well. So
a little theory I want people to pay attention to, and we have a phone call coming in, but the theory I want you to look at is, you know what? Ryan Day had that chance last week to run up and look at style points. He did not. He worked on things. That's not a cocky thing. That's a great thing if you can do that this time of year. So guess what I believe tomorrow night? I don't know. They might get into the low 40s. But I have a feeling he's going to do the same thing. Instead of scoring in one or two plays, I think you might see him go to drives and really work this offensive line.
740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program. Of course, we'll do our Spearman Financial Services sports trivia question tonight? Not now. Yeah, don't call in right now. You get so many people that call in and they think they're going to be on right now. It just doesn't happen that way. And our question tonight is a pretty simple one. Which NFL quarterback has won the most Super Bowl titles? I think we all know that one. Yeah, 740-397-1300. Don't call right now. We're not doing it. We're not doing it right now. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. And you can call us and be part of the program. If you have a thought on this OHSAA thing, if you have a thought about the Ohio State Buckeyes who are in action tomorrow night, remember, the Bruins beat then top 10 Penn State in their second conference game. Of course, Penn State now stinks, and they fired their coach after that game. But should the Ohio State Buckeyes win comfortably? I think they're going to win comfortably tomorrow. I'm going to say 42-7.
And you know what? I love that score. I was going to say 38-7.
Yeah.
And maybe not even a 7.
Yeah. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Quick break, come back. More of the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show coming up.
Spearman Financial Services. Financial plans that last a lifetime.
You work your entire life, and now it's time to retire. The anxieties intensify, and you may second guess if this is possible, or do you continue working? These feelings are normal, and at the end of the day, you will be at peace with your decision. At Spearman Financial Services, we understand this important decision and will carefully work with everyone to assist with retirement needs as well as emotional support. Please call Spearman Financial Services and schedule your free, no-cost consultation today. Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
At the Living Center in Mount Vernon, we provide active, carefree, and secure senior living. Our on-site restaurant and salon mean no more battling Mother Nature to enjoy a meal and feel and look good. Give us a call at 740-397-3897, visit us at thelivingcenter.net, or at 201 North Main Street in Mount Vernon and find us on social media. The Living Center is a Levering Management senior apartment community.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show live on 93.7 The Super Q, brought to you in part by CES Credit Union, Mid-Ohio Power Sports and Golf Cars, and Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center.
Welcome back. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on Super Q 93.7, WQIOradio.com, and live streaming on the WQIO Facebook page, 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show alongside the coach, Brian Gaston. I'm Tyler Mathias. You won't believe this, but touchdown Shelby. The whip hits Braden DeVito, hits Brady Bowman for 39 yards. And with 58 seconds left in the second quarter, Shelby leads Bath 42-0. Let's just say they're draining the bath tonight. Right. 740-397-1300. Shelby's just really good. I mean, and you think about, and I've said it a couple of weeks ago too, I think, but do you think about the run of quarterbacks they've had at Shelby, and Braden DeVito, who's going to Air Force Academy, is the best. I mean, Brennan Armstrong, incredible. Braden DeVito, better. You know, they had the Shepherd kid. He was there. Really good.
Tremendous.
And yet Braden DeVito trumps them all. Now it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen next year with them when he's gone. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. Let's get some scores here, Brian. Some of them that you might have, and then we'll jump to the phone line there.
Hey, let's take a look.
Any updates or anything?
Well, we have a few, but it's, let's say Olentangy Orange 14, Olentangy Liberty 10. That Pickerington Central Upper Arlington game, it's Pick Central 10, Upper Arlington 6. Danville starting the second half, trailing by 1 point, 7-6. At Waterford. And folks, Nelsonville, York, down in God's country there.
Yeah. You're not going to get a whole lot of cell signal down there. Let's put it that way.
No, you won't.
We had to put Brian on the roof of Nelson, New York if you wanted to do that.
They lead Columbus Academy 7-0.
All right. Hey, appreciate Mike giving us some updates here. Nolan Burley scoring his 4th touchdown of the night, ripping off a 56-yard run with 4:50 left in the second quarter. Stretched the lead over to now Winchester to 28-0. First half lines here, 11 carries, 105 yards, 4 touchdowns, 9.5 yards a carry, long of 56. Mike, appreciate that update there. And right now, Licking Valley up 14-0 on Steubenville. And Licking Valley and Steubenville, a lot of rich history in that football game there. And again, Centerburg about to start the second half against Colonel Crawford, trailing 14-0. Unusual place for them to be right now. When you're in that kind of a situation, Brian, what's kind of the message to your team in that situation as you get into the second half?
Yeah, you play at one level. If you go down a notch, you're going to hurt your prep for later on. You make sure you go out and you're consistent and you play with all the pride that got you to where you've been. Don't even think about anything else but that second half. And then as coaches, we're going to look over injuries and everything else.
740-397-1300. Of course, the winner of that Centerburg game and Colonel Crawford, both teams, I should say, not just one of them, but the winner plays the winner of West Jefferson and Beverly Fort Fry. And last I heard, I believe it was 20-20 in that ball game. And so the winner plays the winner of that game. And right now it's really looking like Centerburg's going to have to make a comeback in the second half. I believe they can.
I do too.
They got an explosive offense. They scored 40 points per game in the regular season. But this Colonel Crawford team really dominated there in the first half. Centerburg did have their chance there at the end of the first half, but unfortunately for them, it didn't pan out. 740-397-1300. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hey, guys. I got a halftime score.
All righty.
Do it.
All right. It is the North Union Wildcats 26, Carlisle 14.
All right, 26-14 in that one, and you decided not to go to Centerburg.
Yeah, I decided to go to the North Union game.
All right, no problem there. So, hey, appreciate the update with that
Absolutely.
one, Alec, and give us an update going forward, okay?
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Take care, buddy.
All right, appreciate that call there. 740-397-1300. Call us, and you can be part of the program. We'd love to hear from you tonight. If you are looking for a score, how about Lima Central Catholic, number 1 in Division 7, Region 26, taking on Columbus Grove. I mentioned Lima Central Catholic because that's who knocked us off in basketball.
Yeah.
My senior year of high school. And they went on to win the state championship. They had one kid, Ty O'Connor, who played quarterback at Michigan State, Desi Kirkman, who played at Muskingum in football.
O'Connor was number 18 at Michigan State.
He was, so he was there. His brother was playing. It was just
very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I still say if they would have beaten Lima Central Catholic, Centerburg wins the state championship that year. That's my opinion. I'm sure that they would have beat Plymouth the next game. That's just me. Anyway, and I'm not bitter about it at all.
Well, of course not.
No. 740-397-1300. You can call us, and you can be on the program. We want to hear from you. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on the Super Q 93.7 WQIOradio.com. Man, what a first half there by Burley. I guess officially it's 114 yards and 4 touchdowns, 3 of them rushing. 20. He has all their touchdowns. And when you think about Mr. Football, and obviously Braden DeVito's had a monster year, and he's got some real pieces there, but where would Big Walnut be without Nolan Burley? You think about that.
Not in this game.
I think they have to be finalists, in my opinion.
Yes.
And then you kind of see what happens. I know it's going to be tough for them. It always is, kind of for Central Ohio guys, it seems like. But we'll see. Boy, Justin Todd's team up at Wadsworth, trailing Avon 28-14 in that ball game.
Avon's good.
Yeah, and that's in Division. I believe that's Division 2, Region 7 as well, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's maybe not Region 7, but it's in Division 2 in that one. That's Region 6, excuse me. And the winner plays North Ridgeville or Medina Highland for that one. But Wadsworth needs to come back if they want a chance.
Yes.
740-397-1300. Give us a call. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Good evening. This is John from Centerburg.
Yeah.
I was watching the first half of the Centerburg game.
Yeah.
And nothing to take away. I mean, Colonel Crawford, their defensive line is pretty good size. I mean, they got a huge line. The problem is like they were only, and I couldn't tell exactly what. It seemed like Colonel Crawford, they only rushed 4 guys on our offensive line, and then by the time we tried to scramble out of the pocket, we couldn't get a man open because our guys were covered.
Yeah. It's been tough.
That was kind of the problem because every time we tried to scramble out of the pocket, and we got a few breaks in here, but we could just never get into rhythm and make them pay for when we got down inside the, a couple times down inside the, 10-yard line. We just could not make them, we just could not get one play to spring forward. I mean, I think we can come back in the game, but they only rushed 4, and we just could not, for whatever one guy was getting through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it was on the defense for Colonel Crawford, but their defense is really, really good. I mean,
they're good.
A really good football team in Colonel Crawford, but
yeah.
I hope we come back. But if we don't, then we've had a great year. But I had a little bit of a bad feeling winning this game.
We were kind of worried about it here at the radio station. Yeah, just real quick, Centerburg went for an onside kick to start the second half, or kind of a squib kick, and Colonel Crawford has it at their own 45 to start the second half. So, going to be tough for Centerburg, but I think they can come back if they put something together. They got to get some stops now, though.
Yeah, I've got to do that. But I was going to say tomorrow, the Buckeyes and UCLA, do you anticipate Ohio State should be able – I think what Ryan Day is doing, and I listened to Brian Gaston right before I called, and he said that basically that Ohio State could have probably run up the score last week, but they're trying to – I think they're
That's
trying
exactly
to
what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Trying to get different guys, see who's going to be the lead dog in the back, because this rushing attack has not been that good for Ohio State this year. You heard the numbers I mentioned there before, just 68th in the nation in rushing yards per game at 155. So try to get that going and to have that other piece will kind of open things up. But they've got to do better rushing the football.
Yeah, hopefully they can get that going a little bit here before we get into at the end of the year. But if you're like you were saying with Ryan Day, I mean, I think apparently he's got to get more. They've got to somehow spread the. I mean, I think they do an okay job of spreading the ball, but we don't have that one big offensive guy. Like, I mean, you got Jeremiah Smith, but what are we lacking in terms of our rushing attack?
Well, the biggest thing, it's not really, well, your main running backs are all freshmen. And I got news for you. Running the ball in college is really different from in high school. It truly is. And in college, you're doing a lot more of the reading on the run, where you're looking for the hole. And usually in high school, we're almost making the hole for them, telling them to run through the 4-hole, 6-hole, whatever you want them to do. But I would say the big thing is he's trying to get this offensive line together, and they are pretty darn good at pass blocking. And that is very common because you had to work on something. Well, obviously, Sands having a great year because he's protected and he's a fine athlete. But the biggest thing is, look up front. It's really not the backs that, although I will tell you a couple of times they chose the wrong hole, and the best it's going to get is as they continue to run and run and run, they're going to get used to each other.
Yeah, because tomorrow night we should be able to run the ball really well. Because I don't think this UCLA defense is very good at rushing.
No, they're terrible.
Their rushing defense, they're not very good. So we should be able to get much better offensive production out of our runners. So we'll see. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'll let you guys go, and I'll listen. I'll keep listening. And
please do. And give us a call.
Good luck to all the area teams that are still playing. Danville is leading against Waterford.
They just scored again, actually. And by the way, while you were talking with us here, a 58-yard touchdown pass for Colonel Crawford makes it 21-0 Eagles on Centerburg in that one. But, yes, my understanding is Danville has scored again to start the second half, and so they're up 12-7, 8:50 to go third quarter.
Okay. And I was looking at Waterford on the map. they're actually right across the Muskingum River, right across from Fort Fry.
Okay.
Very close.
Where Waterford is located. It's like you got to go all the way down Route 60 out of Zanesville. I mean, you go for quite a ways down there. It's way down in the hills. I mean, we're talking way down in the hills.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, well, hey, we appreciate the call, and give us a buzz next week, too, okay, please?
Okay, I'll keep in touch.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Appreciate that call. Great call there. And,
Yes,
love
absolutely.
Love the chat. 740-397-1300. Call us and be part of the program. We got to take this break, though. We'll come back. We'll get a full rundown of your scores. By the way, Centerburg down 21-0. They're in a big hole. And Danville takes a 12-7 lead with 8:50 to go, third quarter of their game. So we got some Knox County schools that playing well. And, one playing well, the other one struggling right now. But the Shelby Whippets also dominating up in Richland County. Let's take this break. We'll come back. We'll get a full rundown of your scores next. WQIO.
Super Q Time and Temperature is brought to you by
A-Plus Auto Brokers, the only rental company in town. Let us take the hassle out of using your own vehicle. Go aplusauto.com.
It's 8:26 and 52 degrees.
The flavor and texture of a fresh turkey from Smith Heisler Meats is something you've got to try. These all-natural birds are raised locally on a veggie diet with no antibiotics, and they've never been frozen. They'll taste great baked, fried, or roasted. Be sure to order your turkey early so you can request just the right size for your holiday gathering.
This is Wayne at Smithizers. We make delicious holiday meals easy with fresh meat and homemade sides at your neighborhood store with custom meats and more. Smithizer Meats, Columbus Road, West Mount Vernon.
Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center lets you experience the heart of caring with skilled nursing and therapy for after surgery. We also provide outpatient therapy for those able to return home. Give us a call at 740-397-4125. Visit us at 1076 Coshocton Avenue, countrycourt.com, and find us on social media. Country Court is a Levering Management Skilled Nursing Center.
Central Ohio weather.
Currently 55 degrees, and it's cloudy. The wind is from the southwest at 6 miles per hour. The forecast for this evening, cloudy with light wind, with a temp of 48. Overnight, cloud-filled skies with a light breeze, the temp about 51. And then tomorrow, it will be overcast with some wind, with a chance of light drizzle, temps of 61. That's Storm Track weather on Ohio's Superstation 93.7, the Super Q.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show live on 93.7 The Super Q. Brought to you in part by the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, and Smith Heisler Meats.
Welcome back. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on the Super Q 93.7. WQIOradio.com. Got to give a shout out to Derek, who's working real hard for us here, getting us on the live stream. But of course, we appreciate you listening here on the radio. 740-397-1300. Centerburg down 21-0 with the football. First and 10 at their own 37. Centerburg High School against Colonel Crawford. And struggle right now for Centerburg to score. Averaged 40 points per game in the regular season. Now, this is a Colonel Crawford team that went to Mount Gilead last week and beat up on a really good Mount Gilead team, too. So,
we knew it was going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Blaine Ball with a nice carry for the Centerburg Trojans near midfield and gets a first down, but 9.5 to go in the third quarter. Centerburg down 21-0. Other scores you got there, Brian?
Olentangy Liberty trails Olentangy Orange 14-10. Number 2 seed Pickerington Central 10, Upper Arlington 6. It is Big Walnut 28, Canal Winchester nothing. Massillon 27, Columbus DeSales 7. Columbus Watterson all over Tri-Valley right now 41-0. Licking Valley leads Steubenville 14-0. Colonel Crawford 21, Centerburg nothing. Shelby 42, Lima Bath nothing. Sandusky Perkins, the Pirates lead Galleon 7-0. New Lex, the first seed there over in Region 15. They lead Unioto 26-7. Indian Valley, my goodness, They are leading Jonathan Alter 34-7. Liberty Center 35 and Liberty Benton 3. Nelsonville and Columbus Academy, they're tied up at 7. And Danville has come back. They lead Waterford 12-7.
740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. And again, a good football game there at Waterford for Danville. You couldn't make the trip. We apologize for not being able to broadcast the game, and we've said it already a couple times. Not our fault. We didn't make that decision. That's just what we had to do. Right now, Centerburg with 8.5 to go in the third quarter. Pace a third down and 1 at the 42-yard line of Colonel Crawford. And the Centerburg Trojans get a first down and more as Miles Marshall breaks it outside and inside the 30-yard line. He gets the first down for Centerburg. 8:21 to go, third quarter, 21-0. Colonel Crawford leading in that one. And then West Jeff and Fort Fry have not quite started the second half yet. And the winner of that game will face the winner of this game in a regional final in Division 6, Region 23 next week. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on the Super Q, 93.7 WQIOradio.com, and live streaming on the WQIO Facebook page. And we're on the air, a reminder, next week and the following week, the Friday after Thanksgiving. And then we are done for the season. So after this one, just 2 more shows remaining for the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program as Blaine Ball breaks it up the field for Centerburg and into the end zone. 28-yard touchdown run by Blaine Ball for the Centerburg Trojans with 7:54 to go in the third quarter. Centerburg is on the board, and pending an extra point, they trail it right now 21-6. So the Centerburg Trojans, who, again, scored 40 points per game in the regular season with 7:54 to go in this third quarter, get on the board for the first time here in this one. They're going to kick the extra point to try to make this a 14-point game. Meanwhile, the Olentangy Orange Pioneers, they tack on another score, lead at 21-10 against Liberty. 7:04 to go in that third quarter of that game, so still a little ways to go. But Olentangy Orange and Olentangy Liberty in another battle there. The winner of that game, which, by the way, Olentangy Orange undefeated, plays the winner of that Upper Arlington-Pickerington Central game at a regional final in Region 3 next week. 740-397-1300. Centerburg does get the extra point to go there, Brian, and it's 21-7 in that ball game. Watterson up 48-0, and Indian Valley with a 34-14 win as Jonathan Alder sneaks it in on 3rd and goal, and they get back within 20. And Perkins and Galleon are now tied at 7 apiece. Just over 7.5 to go in the third quarter in that ball game as Kane Hay had a 16-yard touchdown reception as the game is tied up as the Galleon scores their first touchdown of that ball game. Now, you get back to Knox County here for a moment. The Centerburg Trojans, they've got to get a stop. And tell you what, they get a stop, they get a touchdown.
There it is.
Now you start feeling pretty good about yourself.
And Colonel Crawford has to make sure that they keep attacking because if they start to play not to lose, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, 740-397-1300. Specifically in football, it is hard to do because you can just run the football and try to eat the clock, but one mistake here and there, or you go away from what you do. That's one thing that Andy Colella said this morning when I interviewed him. He said one of the big keys for them is to not go away from what they do. And I remember when Monroe Central came to Centerburg when they were undefeated a number of years ago, and Centerburg kind of went away from what they did all season long, and they lost to Monroe Central. This team is not doing that.
Nope.
Is it hard, though? You know, Centerburg can throw the football. They like to run the football, too. They got Miles Marshall led the conference in touchdown rushes in the regular season there. But when the clock keeps ticking, if you're running the football, do you start to try to open it up more? What do you do in this situation? Down 14, 7:53 to go in the third quarter.
Well, that's what gets interesting because they're going to have to sit there and look at Centerburg and say, you know what? We're going to have to string some first downs together because Centerburg is a quick strike offense.
Yeah.
And this thing's not over.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that. It is not over. And so what's really key would be the next 2 drives. Can you stop them and get the ball? Because you look up at the clock, go, oh my gosh, we're still in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So they better keep attacking.
Well, Colonel Crawford just got a big run on first down, and right now, the Centerburg Trojans, they have to find a way in this one to slow down this Colonel Crawford offense, which is very good.
Sure.
I mean, they're really good. And right now, Connor McMichael is having his way in this ball game for Colonel Crawford running the football. And the Trojans have to slow him down if they want a chance. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. And, you know, last week, Colonel Crawford, again, won 42-8 in that game. They had one guy that caught 3 touchdown passes. They pile up 359 yards of offense. And they did a great job of stopping that potent Indians run game. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be on the program. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. But they get that big kind of option play, and the quarterback keeps it. And right now, it is second down and 9 at their own 37 for the Eagles. Just under 7 to go, third quarter, and it is a lead for Colonel Crawford, up by 14, and a false start. Just check that out. WMVO YouTube channel, WMVO Facebook page. You can see that. Any other updates you got there, Brian?
Yes, sir. Okay. Columbus Waterson leads Tri-Valley now 48-0.
48-0 running clock.
But Nelsonville has kicked a field goal to take the lead, 10-7.
You got to have a kicker.
You do, Columbus Academy. And for those of you still wanting to follow this Danville game, you better. It's 12-7 at Waterford. Blue Devils making it happen.
And we'll keep you up to date on that one as best we can. We knew it was going to be a tight one there.
Oh,
and
yes.
How about the 11 seed Danville? Was talking about Ed Honebarger, and before the run really got started, and he said, yeah, they can go on a run. They played tough teams all year long.
Sure
They're
have.
playing Division 7 teams, and so they're kind of battle-tested there. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. Emmanuel Clase, Guardians closer, Emmanuel Clase, began the legal fight to save his career on Thursday when he surrendered to FBI agents on charges that he took part in a gambling scheme to doctor his pitches in exchange for kickbacks. The 27-year-old Clase, the best reliever in the game since 2022. We got him in a trade for one inning of Corey Kluber with Texas in that deal. Anyway, he denied the allegations, and bond was set at $600,000. He posted his bond, and he left the courtroom there. He has to stay in New York and Ohio and wear a GPS monitor. The day before, his teammate, 26-year-old Luis Ortiz, pleaded not guilty to charges that he bet on baseball there. Prosecutors say they found evidence that Clase has been doing this since May of 2023 and later included his teammate Ortiz when Ortiz, of course, joined the Guardians in 2025 in that offseason trade last year. The charges say bettors would profit from illegal wagers based on inside information. In exchange, Clase earned thousands of dollars in kickbacks, according to prosecutors. Authorities say that Clase often would throw rigged pitches on the first pitch and of an at-bat. And you could tell. I mean, it was pretty obvious of when it was happening. And the way they found this out was that the bookies, I think, they figured this out that, hey, there's something weird's going on here.
Yep.
And so that's what happened there. On third down and 10, the Eagles get inside the 10-yard line of Centerburg on a little screen pass. Now the Trojans are in some real trouble in that one. 740-397-1300. What do you think of this whole situation? I mean, you think about, when Clase was pitching against the Yankees, and obviously he didn't pitch in this past postseason and things, but when he was pitching against the Yankees, you kind of felt like, okay, he had this amazing season in 2024, and he was so good, and then it was like he gets into the postseason, and his pitches it seemed like they were flat, and then he gets into the regular season this past year, and it was like, okay, this is kind of like
this
weird.
Is not right.
This is weird on how this is going right now, and then he gets Ortiz roped into it. These guys, I really think that, their careers are over. There's no question.
They have
about
to be
it.
we'll go ahead and
if
they're guilty.
Yeah. I guess they're innocent until proven guilty.
That's right.
He says that it was rooster fighting. That's what he was texting about, he said. He said, I was texting about rooster fighting. Nevertheless, I don't know. But start of the fourth quarter, and Danville with a 12-7 lead in their ball game. So I don't know. Danville, could they go down there? 11 seed. Could they make this run? I mean, they know how to get there. They have been playing in the postseason now a lot. Can they make a run here? So 740-397-1300. Centerburg in a whole heap of trouble now. 27-7, pending an extra point. 4:32 to go in the third quarter in that ball game.
Well, I said, look at the next two drives.
Yeah, and there was a worry of what was going to happen in this ball game. You know, the Centerburg Trojans might have some trouble.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't think the layoff was a problem because they played last week. They won 28-14. And Steubenville right now trailing 14-0, Licking Valley with the lead in that one. 4:32 to go in this third quarter. Centerburg 27-7. I guess looks like they may have missed the extra point. I wasn't really looking, so it looks like they may have missed the extra point. Now, if you're Centerburg, is this a must-score drive for them?
I sure would think, because you just gave up one of those two that I told you. By the end of the third quarter, they really wanted to be within a touchdown.
Yeah.
Because then the other team would start saying, uh-oh. Oh, you asked a question earlier. There was one part of that I didn't get to answer, and that is that Colonel Crawford could have gotten, I remember I said keep pedal to the metal?
Yeah.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that's good for them. But what's going to happen is, had Centerburg had a chance to get the ball after a stop and put points on the board, now Colonel Crawford's sitting there going, well, gee, Minnie, do we run this football?
Yeah.
Lose our momentum, but try to keep the clock going. Well, if they don't get first downs, guess what? They just pump back to a team.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's over, but I'm going to tell you that that's a tough hill to climb because you got to come up with 20 points. But now you can't give up one single point, and you're going to have to score next two possessions.
Now, apparently the extra point was good. I apologize for that. I wasn't watching the video, so they just hadn't put it up yet. So my apologies there.
28-7.
28-7 with under 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Hayden Love runs one back on the kickoff. Jackson 17, London 14 in their ball game. And another one that we're watching out for, especially in that Division 6 Region 23, is Fort Fry in West Jefferson. Fort Fry leads at 26-20. In that ballgame. 740-397-1300. Call us and be part of the program. Upper Arlington takes a 13-10 lead on Pickerington Central. 8:06 to go in the third quarter in that ballgame. 740-397-1300. The Centerburg Trojans in some trouble right now. Meanwhile, the Danville Blue Devils go down and they score on their opening drive at the second half, and they're up 12-7 in that ballgame and have themselves an opportunity. Now, if you think about this little run that they're on right now, it's pretty impressive for the Danville Blue Devils. I mean, I didn't see it coming. But
not this.
They're making some adjustments, and Willowwood and Jeromesville Hillsdale are the other two that are playing. Do you have a score on that game by chance?
I will sure look it up.
So that's a 1 and 4 seed. But how about 11 seed? The Danville Blue Devils.
Oh yeah,
figuring out a way.
They are the third highest seed left right now.
Are they really?
Yes.
Wow.
There's a 12 and a
Fort Recovery's in there playing Maria Stein Marion local. But the Centerburg Trojans right now, they are up. They're trailing 28-7. Miles Marshall gets it near midfield. 14-7 now. Licking Valley leading Steubenville in that ballgame. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. And you can be on the program in this one, 740-397-1300. We only have a few weeks left of the program. And Galleon scores again here. Schmidt ran into the one, fumbled. Kurt Hay recovered it in the end zone. And Galleon leads 14-7 on Perkins with 1:22 to go in the third quarter. Wow. If that becomes the difference maker in that ball game, wow.
Oh my.
How are you going to sleep at night if you're Perkins?
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this for you. You said Hillsdale and Sims Valley.
Yeah.
Hillsdale leads it 34-0.
Wow. And Hillsdale's really good.
Oh.
They're really good, and they still got crushed.
By
Maria
Stein.
Marion local.
Now, I don't have them winning it all, but I have them getting it.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be the silliest thing I did. But
Nation's longest win streak.
Yeah.
Centerburg down 28-7, still trying to run the football. Breaking it outside, Miles Marshall gets nowhere with it there. 3:05 to go third quarter, trailing 28-7 on the Centerburg Trojans. That's on our WMVO Facebook page, WMVO YouTube channel, as well as on the radio on WMVO. 740-397-1300. You can call us and be part of the program. If you want to talk about the OHSAA and what they're voting on this next week, if you want to talk about a game you're at, want to talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes, you want to talk about the Cleveland Guardians and Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz situation. The problem that the Guardians have right now is that, and you heard Jim Rosenhaus mention it last week, is that they don't know how much money they have to play with and things because the salaries are still there for those guys. Now, it's not a ton, right? I mean, but it's still over, $6 million to find out how much they have to mess with. And, for the Cleveland Guardians, they're pinching pennies. There was talk today of a potential trade of Stephen Kwan to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, I don't know. He really struggled late in the year. I don't know if his wrist was bothering him still or what. But
he did, but would you really trade your top number one hitter there, other than, of course, Manny? But come on. If you're going to trade somebody, trade 12 of our right fielders that we have right now and keep some of the good ones together and give this manager a chance.
Yeah.
Manager of the year.
It all comes down. He won it again.
He's great.
That's the first manager in the history of baseball to win it in his first 2 years.
Yes.
As a manager. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program. If Galleon holds on, and they will take on Shelby. And would be a really good football game. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. Of course, the first time those two teams played was earlier in the season. It was 45-34, and it was the only loss that Galleon had all year. Get your popcorn ready for that one.
Yes, sir.
740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. Orange now leading at 21-17 on Liberty of that one. 740-397-1300. Haven't gotten a lot of other updates here, so
I got a couple for you.
Okay, what do you have here, Brian?
Well, we have Liberty Center now ahead of Liberty Benton, 42-3. We have Steubenville now scoring, and that's a close one, baby. That's 14-7. Licking Valley leads Steubenville. And in the other one, Indian Valley comes back with their own touchdown to offset Alder's touchdown at 14. So it's 41-14. Indian Valley over Jonathan Alter.
All right, 740-397-1300. Big pass play for Colonel Crawford has them at the Centerburg 21. First and 10, 2:41 to go, third quarter, 28-7. Colonel Crawford leading in that one. 740-397-1300. Take this break, come back. More of the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show coming up.
Do you know what America's Best Pizza tastes like? Hi, this is Mike Amheiser, and the reason that I win awards across the country, and most importantly right here at home, is simple. It's our ingredients. At the Pizza Doc, we don't take shortcuts. I pledge to make you that same prize-winning pizza every time. Listen to what our customers say.
First time, and it's really good.
Oh, I love Pizza Doc.
I love their pizza, and their salads are excellent too. Just a regular extra cheese pizza.
Call today, the Pizza Doc in Fredericktown, and find out what America's Best Pizza tastes like at 740-694-1555.
I love Pizza Doc.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, live on 93.7 The Super Q, brought to you in part by Pizza Doc, Griffin Insurance, and Knox County Veteran Services.
Welcome back. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on the Super Q, 93.7 WQIOradio.com, live streaming on the WQIO Facebook page. While we were away, Colonel Crawford scores again. They lead at 35-7 on Centerburg with 2:42 to go in the third quarter. We can see a running clock situation there if they get a stop and score again. Indian Valley, a tight one there, now 21-20 in their ball game up on, 41-20. Sorry about that, 41-20. I read that wrong. I thought they were up big on Jonathan Alter.
They were big, yeah.
Anyway, an 8-yard touchdown run was how Colonel Crawford scored there. And again, 35-7 in that one. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be on the program. One that is a tight game. I didn't misread the score. People say I might need glasses. and then I run into a door
Here you
frame.
go.
And then, I don't know. 21-17, Orange leading Liberty.
Yes.
In that ball game. And you can give us a call if you're out at a high school football game. We want to hear from you. And give us a buzz. 2:42 to go in the third quarter. And now Centerburg's in a situation where they have to get a stop or else.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't get a stop and the Eagles score, it's a running clock. And it's night-night. I think it's probably night-night anyway. But
yeah, now, I'm sorry, whatever you were practicing up to this point, and it's not being mean, now you pull out everything you got.
Yeah.
Because it's going to have to be something, halfback pass and double reverse or whatever. But it's going to have to be something that scores, because you're going to need at least 2 quick scores.
Yeah. And like I say, absolutely a lot of stops. And we already said that, and they scored 2 touchdowns since we said that. So 740-397-1300. Give us a call. And you could be on the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. West Jefferson 27-26. Leading Fort Fry in that
what
ball
a game that is.
Of course, the winner of this ball game will play them. And the winner of that ball game in a regional final next week in Division 6 Region 23. 740-397-1300. And you can be on the program. We will do our giveaway here coming up on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. And it's a pretty easy one, I think, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 740-397-1300. I'm not going to say it again because it's played all week long on the Super Q. And it's also, been playing here. I guess I'll say it right before we do the giveaway. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program here. Again, Colonel Crawford, 35-7 up on Centerburg. That's our WMVO Facebook page, WMVO YouTube channel. You could have that. And again, we're not at the Danville game because we weren't allowed. So if it makes sense to you, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, I guess in theory about what they're saying, but still disappointing for us. And Centerburg Trojans try a quick screen pass to Miles Marshall, who breaks it up the field, gets a first down into Colonel Crawford territory at the 45. And with 150, it looks like it's 151 to go in the third quarter, 35-7. Centerburg trailing, but on the move against the Eagles. 740-397-1300. Call us, be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, the Super Q 93.7, presented in part by, of course, Spearman Financial Services, Griffin Insurance, the Living Center, Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, and Pizza Dog. 740-397-1300. Again, they're in the fourth quarter. It is 12-7 Danville leading Waterford in a tight contest there.
Mm-hmm.
And Danville trying to get to another regional final. And they are up by 5 the last we heard. 740-397-1300. And another interception for the Shelby defense. After 3, they lead at 49-0 on Lima Bath. Getting ready to head to the fourth quarter. That'll be a quick fourth quarter.
Yeah, we have Massillon also leading Columbus DeSales. Didn't see it from this distance, but Massillon 47, Columbus DeSales 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
740-397-1300. And Ryan Day's son, his team struggling tonight in that ball game.
I'm sorry about this, but, we were talking about the Cleveland Indian pitchers.
Yeah.
I know this is a stretch. I'm not trying to make it a stretch, but this has been my fear all along. When you have that much money in sports, there's going to be something dirty going on. Now, I sound like an old-timer that says, get off my lawn. But I'm telling you, when there's that much money, these guys gave up a couple of grand. To earn a couple grand, they gave up millions.
Yep.
How smart are these people if they're guilty?
It's just complete stupidity as Centerburg throws an interception in the end zone, and Colonel Crawford gets the football back. But, it's I can't even fathom it. I mean, especially Class A, and he's the one who started this thing from what we understand. $20 million. This guy, we look at Mariano Rivera, one of my favorite players of all time.
Absolutely.
Even though I'm not a Yankee guy. He was one of the best, if not the best closer, him, Trevor Hoffman, some of those guys. But probably Mariano Rivera, the best closer of all time.
Always.
Now you got Emmanuel Clase, who throws that same cutter like Mariano Rivera does, except it's 100 miles an hour. And he was on pace to have, depending on, how his trajectory was, possibly be the best closer of all time. And he gives that up for a couple $1,000. Now, I don't know. There has to be something in your brain where you're either addicted to gambling.
Yes.
It's seriously, you're either addicted to gambling or you're stupid.
Right.
I mean, those are the two options. That's all you got. You're an idiot or you're addicted to gambling. Because no logical person would say, hey, I make $20 million. I mean, it's one thing if you go and say, I'll buy some lottery tickets because, I can do that. But if you are making $20 million to literally gamble on pitches for a couple thousand, and you get all these other people involved.
That's right.
And, we see it so often, like athletes not really going to prison or whatever, but they could go to federal prison for this. This is not some joke.
No, this is 66 possible years.
Yeah. Yep. 7-4. And I mean, Luis Ortiz is in his mid-20s. Class A is only 27. Oh, boy. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. Let's take this break. We'll come back. More of the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable show coming up.
Super Q Time and Temperature is brought to you by
A-Plus Auto Brokers. Having over 20 lenders gives us freedom to work with all credit situations. Call A-Plus Auto Brokers at 740-393-0366.
It's 8:56 and 53 degrees.
How is CES Credit Union changing the way Mid-Ohio banks? We're keeping you in the forefront. When most banks are concerned about growing corporate earnings at the expense of service, CES Credit Union stays true to the model that works. Hometown professionals looking out for you and the online and mobile tools you want. CES Credit Union, Mount Vernon, Coshocton, Delaware, Loudonville, and Utica. Federally insured by NCUA. CESCU.com, 888-397-1136.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Central Ohio weather.
Currently 55 degrees, and it's cloudy. The wind is from the southwest at 6 miles per hour. The forecast for this evening, cloudy with light wind, with a temp of 48. Overnight, cloud-filled skies with a light breeze, the temp about 51. And then tomorrow, it will be overcast with some wind, with a chance of light drizzle, temps of 61. That's Storm Track weather on Ohio's Superstation 93.7, the Super Q.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, live on 93.7 The Super Q, brought to you in part by Pizza Doc, Griffin Insurance, and Knox County Veteran Services.
Welcome back, Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, Super Q 93.7, 35-7. Colonel Crawford has the football. And they are, the clock's running in the fourth quarter of that one. Fifth touchdown of the game for Nolan Burley. 36-yarder, 35-0. Big Walnut up on Canal Winchester running clock. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. And Danville ups their lead to 19-7 with just 4:50 to go in that game. The 11-seeded Blue Devils look poised to move on and play in a regional final again with Matt Bloom's group. And did you see that coming? I mean,
nope.
They were 5-5 going into the postseason. I mean, a lot of people said if they would have lost to East Knox, which East Knox had a rough year, it was a struggle for them.
Sure it was.
But if Danville had lost that game, they wouldn't even have made the postseason. I don't think they would have.
No.
And yet they get to the postseason and they have a culture. They figure it out.
There it is.
It's how important is culture when you get to the postseason? We hear so much about Marion Local and some of these teams that get into the playoffs. How important is the culture to when you compete in the postseason, even when you're an 11 seed like Danville?
Many of the teams that would get to your playoffs usually about once every few years or whatever, that's not really culture, and you could see that they play kind of wide-eyed and whatever. But when you're at Danville And you are some of these others, Maria Stein, Marion Local, they believe that they belong there. When the season starts and they're going through two-a-days, everybody else is preaching possibilities. These teams are saying, okay, now when we get to the playoffs, and when it's expected, that's not bragging. When they're working their way into it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's culture have to do with it? It's a belief. And it's the other thing, Tyler, is knowing how to work.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what to do in the off season.
Yeah.
You win this thing in the off season.
Yeah.
And so that's how it is. Culture is really about belief.
Yeah. 740-397-1300. You see it. I mean, when there's an expectation year in and year out, I mean, for Marion Local to do this, kids have graduated. Other people have to step in their shoes, and there's an expectation that, hey, by the way, we don't lose here.
Right.
So you're expected to come in and not lose when you get here.
That's right.
And it's every single year, and you hear it from teams like that and different teams that make those perennial teams that are in the playoffs that, like Danville, I mean, they've changed. They actually changed quarterbacks in the middle of the season.
Yes, sir.
This year. And they have a freshman in there, quarterback, and Parker Proper. And yet here they are. They juggle stuff around. They find out where guys fit in the middle of the year. And now they're going to probably go to a regional final next week.
And that's why a couple weeks ago, and it's not trying to call anybody out, but a couple weeks ago, Danville's having a tough time. And we got a phone call in about, well, that coach doesn't know what to do with his players. Holy cow. How do you think he got here after all those years? Mm-hmm. He was even willing to make this change. You could be crucified for putting a freshman into a team that's used to winning.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? They took off.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're talking about. Hey, I've been there. I've done that. That's when the coach just looks at it and says, this is the best for the team, and we're going to do it. And the players all know that right behind me is a guy that can play. So I better play well.
740-397-1300. Quick station ID here on the Super Q 93.7.
WQIO studios are presented by
Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon, dedicated to serving Knox County's greatest of each generation.
You're listening to the Ohio Superstation, 93.7 The Super Q, WQIO, Mount Vernon, Newark, Delaware, Mansfield.
740-397-1300. Second and one for Waterford at the Danville 5-yard line, but it is 19-7 right now in favor of Danville with just under 4 minutes to go in that game. But again, 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. If you are out at a high school football game, we want to hear from you. If you just want to talk sports with us, you can give us a buzz. 740-397-1300. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show here on the Super Q 93.7. And you can be on the program tonight. 740-397-1300. Be on the program. Thanks to Smith Heisler Mates, CES Credit Union, Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, Mid-Ohio Power Sports and Golf Cars, in part for bringing you tonight's show. 740-397-1300. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Bob.
What's up?
Not much. We're just talking football and talking sports and having a good time.
Enjoying the Centerburg.
Yeah, well, it depends on what team you're rooting for.
Yeah, well, Centerburg had a great year.
Yeah.
And they proved themselves well. So, and when does the high school playoffs really start up in Canton?
You mean the state?
Next week? Is that next week?
No, that's the regional final next week.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That's the regional final next week.
So, in other words, they still have a couple weeks to go.
Yep.
Okay. Because I was wondering. So it would probably be after Thanksgiving then, huh?
Yeah, they always say, what's the saying? If you're practicing on Thanksgiving, then you're in pretty good shape. So that's kind of where it's at.
My goodness, and we haven't had any of those teen degrees with wind chill
No.
factor.
Knock on wood. Now, I mean, it snowed on Monday, and then I mowed grass yesterday. So I don't know. It's Ohio for you.
Yeah, it sure is. You just wait for it and hope it gets better.
Yep.
And I was even able to get my leaves done. So.
There you go.
But anyway, I wanted to ask you guys too. Who does Indiana play tomorrow?
Let me look that up for you. But by the way, while we're saying that,
I know
Waterford ended up scoring in that one, so it's 19-14 in that ball game. Indiana hosts Wisconsin tomorrow at noon.
Oh, that could be interesting. That could be interesting.
Wisconsin's had a rough go of it. Now they gave a vote of confidence there to Luke Fickell, but they're struggling this year. They've tried so many different guys at quarterback. They got to get somebody in there.
Yeah. But, you know, Indiana is for real.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, you
they're
see
good.
how they won that game last week against Penn State.
Yeah, tiptoe there in the end zone.
It was. But, you know, they've got a heck of a good running back. I think his name is Black, but I'm not sure for Indiana. I think that's his name, but, boy, he sure is one heck of a big dude.
Yeah. Well, their quarterback's really good, too. Fernando Mendoza, I mean, he's good.
Well, you know, the Heisman candidate, and probably, you know, the way it looks now, I'm not sure. Now, you know, Sane is a freshman, okay, and they're saying he's in the Heisman run. And then this Mendoza, is he? What year is he? Is he younger than senior?
He's going to go out. He's draftable this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel when it comes to the Heisman, it should go to the oldest person because of the fact that they're going to the next level.
Well, they gave it to this guy by the name of Johnny Manziel one year, and you see what happened with all that. And it used to be, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, this used to just be a senior thing. You could only win if you were a senior.
That's why Archie Griffin was so strange back in the early 70s, because he won that thing back to back, and people were saying, well, that's not even going to be possible. Well, it has been.
Yeah.
My only problem with that is, don't call it the Heisman, just call it the quarterback running back award.
Now,
you know?
Jeremiah Smith, maybe.
Yeah, that's it too. Could he be the first receiver to get
Travis.
He's the best.
Well, Travis Hunter won it, of course,
right?
But he played on both sides of the ball, and they got drafted by the Jaguars. He's actually out for the season now in the NFL, which doesn't really mean anything for his Heisman. But you know, reality is Jeremiah Smith does change the game.
Yes, he does.
Julian Sayin has to be right now the favorite.
Yeah,
in the Heisman race, it has to be right now.
I guess, but you know, it'll be interesting to see what I just think it should. I always feel it should go to the older kid because of the fact that he is going to the next level, and it makes his piggy bank look a little better.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at it like that, but anyway, and then of course. Kenyon, I think tomorrow is their last game. They're playing at Wittenberg, and then, of course, their season's over anyway because they've only won one game this year. And it doesn't look like, I don't know, Wittenberg's usually got a pretty good-sized bunch.
They sure do.
Yep.
And they're at Wittenberg, so that finishes the season for Kenyon.
Yeah.
But,
they're playing basketball already at Kenyon because they asked me to if I was available to do a girls' game the other night, which they had found somebody before I could answer. But nevertheless, I think they've kind of shifted almost to basketball there at Kenyon.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like I say, the Buckeyes tomorrow, they should, you know, with their defense, the way they're playing, you know, it should be pretty much lights out.
Yeah.
It pretty much should, but like I say, that's what scares me about the Buckeyes is they're to the point where you think you can't be beat. No, you don't want to think that way. And of course, Ryan Day's keeping them down from thinking that way because of the media and stuff.
Well, a lot of people thought that like you look back at the second half last week and you go, well, this is kind of underwhelming, right? We didn't score a whole lot of points, but as Brian kind of alluded to at the beginning of the program, is that wasn't the objective there in the second half. It was work on some things that you typically wouldn't work on.
Well, they put some people in you don't see very often as much, and that's the trick. That's a good thing to do because it's next guy up.
And fellas, I'm going to ask you this year, not looking at any other year, but this year, have they given us any reason to think that they're not going to be focused?
Yeah, I mean,
no.
Yeah.
They've been consistent as anyone. Yeah. In fact, more so.
Yeah.
So I always look at a team and say, "Have you given me a reason?" They haven't. Yeah. And of course, Ryan Day, the guy everyone wanted to fire last year, and then gets a national championship, then brings this team in and has a freshman quarterback. He's got those boys focused. He's got their attention.
Well, that's the main thing. He makes them realize, it's a game at a time.
Mm-hmm.
game at a time. That's the way it has to be, and that's the way it should be.
That's right.
And, of course, when it comes down to the last one, which will be sooner than we want sometimes, but anyway, the last one comes up, and it's, the one who plays the smartest and makes the fewest mistake is going to be the one who wins it.
Yep. Hey, I'll tell you what, tomorrow, Michigan plays Northwestern at Northwestern. Now, I'm looking for a great game.
Yeah,
I think Northwestern has it.
They have improved.
Yes, they have. So they're in the equation.
Yeah. And, of course, tonight, well, I think it's playing right now.
Oregon.
Oregon's playing Minnesota.
Yeah.
And you never know about Minnesota.
No, you don't.
You just that's what's fun about the Big Ten. The Big Ten, in my opinion, is the best.
Yep.
So, but anyway, okay, guys, I'll let you go. I know you got other callers and things like that. So.
All right, I appreciate the call, Bob, and give us a buzz next week, okay?
Okay, go
yep.
Bucks.
Yep, take care. I appreciate the call there from Bob, 740-397-1300, 2:06 and counting to go in the game. Centerburg down 42-7 in that ball game, 42-7, and they get it down to the 5-yard line on a pass from Blaine Ball, but it's not going to really probably matter at this point. But the Centerburg Trojans with that running clock down there. We do have a final here. Shelby beats Lima Bath 49-0. And the Whippets will play in the Division IV Region 14 final for the first time since 2020. Will try to win their first regional crown since 2017. And their coach, Rob Mahaney, 100th career win, 65th at Shelby, making him number 2 on the all-time list. And they are looking like they're going to get that rematch with Gallion. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
All right. This is Jay over here in Marion. I got two things to talk to you guys about. Whatever that hold music is, it's great, man.
I like it.
Produce that.
I like it.
And then I always talk to you guys back when the playoffs started a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
About all the college coaches getting fired and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have you guys been paying attention to what's going on down there at LSU?
Oh, man, the whole thing's a mess. Now they're trying to say that it's by cause. Yeah, they tried to fire him for cause and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and they were saying the athletic director is interim or something, and he didn't have any authorization to fire him or something like that.
Yeah, the whole thing is pretty bizarre. I mean, when you really look back at it, it's pretty bizarre.
They're saying that, oh, well, we didn't really fire you, so what's keeping him from showing back up at the facility and putting his feet back on the table office? You know what I mean?
Yep.
This doesn't make any sense. It's just so bizarre what's happened, like, just in the past 10 years with college football, all the money that just got thrown around.
Can you imagine $50 million just to walk out the door? If you want to fire me, please.
But yeah, exactly. That's what we said a couple weeks ago. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be on the golf course.
Oh,
beach, something.
Heavens, yes. I'd hire someone to golf for me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're saying that they don't want to pay him the whole thing, and they're throwing this like, well, we really didn't really fire you. Like, what's keeping him from just going back up in there? Like, well,
then I must work here still.
Saying that we didn't really fire you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd be coaching tomorrow. You know what I mean? Really? Like, what's keeping it from doing that?
Yeah.
But it's just a total mess, man.
Oh, it's a mess. It is.
And then you see here who's all these, every one of the coaching vacancies, you got Arkansas open, you got LSU obviously open, the New York Giants is open, and guess who's tied to all three of these jobs? He's going all of them next year. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, that guy, he's made a living, I tell you that.
Oh, he has.
Oh, yeah. He even got in on that proposal that was on the field the other day. He walked out there and gave a thumbs up. You see that? Somebody proposed on the field, and he came out there and got in on the photo.
Look at him out there still in the limelight again.
Yeah.
Remember where was he coaching at? He was trying to hang out with the co-eds, and he was using the name Joey Freshwater.
Yep. That's Lane Kiffin.
Tennessee or something? I think that was. When he was in Tennessee trying to hang out with the co-eds, Joey Freshwater.
Yeah.
He stole my name. Daggone it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just crazy. Who's going to take all these coaching vacancies?
Yeah.
Oh my
and
gosh.
that's what we were saying. That's what we were saying last year when people were calling for Ryan Day's head before he won the national championship. Is if you fire him, who are you going to get? Because
who you going to go get?
Yeah, I mean, if you fire somebody, you have to know that you're going to get better. Yeah.
They would have been saying is probably a guy who's been fired this year, like James Franklin, or
Oh my.
Yeah.
I would just I'd go for the contract that had the biggest buyout.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, they all make sure they get it all guaranteed.
You better believe it.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I can't believe these idiot programs are that. Seriously,
I know.
Going pretty like how it used to be.
Oh yeah.
Like Trestle, you know what I mean?
Oh jeez.
Somebody from a small school like that's successful. Nobody does anything like that anymore.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it's all who's the hot offensive coordinator? Who's the what I mean? Oh, he went 9-3 in the Sun Belt this year. He's got
in the Sun Belt. By golly,
that guy there.
Yeah.
He was coaching at Florida, and now he's fired. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. That's another job, Florida. You know
I
what
have
mean?
never seen so many name jobs open in my life.
These are big time jobs. But
Yep.
now you're thinking about it. Are they really that big time?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like everybody's talking about Penn State for years. Like, yes, they put a lot of guys in the pros, but how many Big Ten championships have they won since they came to the Big Ten?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah. And the same thing, everybody always talks about Florida, except for the Coach Spurrier years and the Urban Meyer years. What do they really have?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's just all about what coach they get into these places now. You know, like I said, it would make sense to go get the guy who was make it like what Kirk Signetti over in Indiana.
Oh my.
Yeah.
He was making, I think, $90,000 3 years ago at whatever tiny school he was at.
James Madison.
He just signed like a $40 million contract over in Indiana, of all places.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now you look at it, here he is. He's on the verge of an undefeated season.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 years in a row, taking Indiana to the college football playoffs.
Oh.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh, that is crazy.
And getting, like you said, the right coach. They went for that James Madison. I think is where he was.
Yes,
before.
he was. Yeah.
And then the school he was at before that, like I said, where he was at before that, he was like some smaller college. He was making like $95,000 a year, and I'm sure he had to do all his own equipment managing. You know, these schools like that, you're working several jobs. You might be the athletic director as well. You know. But yeah, that guy went from making $97,000 a year. He's got a $40 million contract at Indiana. And he's going to the playoffs 2 years in a row at Indiana. Man, I don't know.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, I mean, but we're going to see. Like you said, who's going to fill all these jobs?
Yeah.
Who's filling them all?
Yep. Hey,
there aren't that many great guys out there.
Hey, we appreciate the call as always, and give us a buzz next week too. Okay.
All right, great. You guys have a good night.
Hey, you too, buddy.
Take care.
Yep.
All right, bye. All right, appreciate the call there. Again, 740-397-1300. Call us, and you can be part of the program. We got some finals in here. Nelsonville, York knocks off Columbus Academy 10-7. Do field goal kickers matter?
I think it does.
I think they might matter here. 740-397-1300. Another guy that we talk about, Nolan Burley. We talk about Braden DeVito. Another guy who could win Mr. Football is Grady Kinsey from Indian Valley.
Yes.
As they beat Jonathan Alder 47-28. He has had 312 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns.
Just couldn't put it together, could he?
Not much there.
Yeah, boy.
35-0 Big Walnut knocks off Canal Winchester. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and to be part of the program. Steubenville takes over at 12 with 5:36 left, still trailing Indian Valley 14-7. And they get the football after a 51-yard punt at Lincoln Valley. What a game there, just over 5.5 to go on that one. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. We've got to take this break. We'll come back. More of the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable show coming.
Super Q Time and Temperature is brought to you by
A-Plus Auto Brokers, the only rental company in town. Let us take the hassle out of using your own vehicle. Go aplusauto.com.
It's 20 minutes past the hour and 54 degrees.
Spearman Financial Services. Financial plans that last a lifetime.
The leaves are turning. Harvest is in full gear, and you've been wanting to have your finances reviewed all year. So what are you waiting for? It's time to follow into Spearman Financial Services and make certain that your retirement goals are in place. At Spearman Financial Services, we will carefully review your assets and make recommendations that are suitable for everyone's needs. Please give us a call at 740-397-0731. Once again, 740-397-0731, and schedule your free, no-cost financial consultation today. Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center lets you experience the heart of caring with skilled nursing and therapy for after surgery. We also provide outpatient therapy for those able to return home. Give us a call at 740-397-4125. Visit us at 1076 Coshocton Avenue, countrycourt.com, and find us on social media. Country Court is a Levering Management skilled nursing center.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742. or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
At the Living Center in Mount Vernon, we provide active, carefree, and secure senior living. Our on-site restaurant and salon mean no more battling Mother Nature to enjoy a meal and feel and look good. Give us a call at 740-397-3897, visit us at thelivingcenter.net, or at 201 North Main Street in Mount Vernon and find us on social media. The Living Center is a Levering Management senior apartment community.
Central Ohio weather.
It's currently 50 degrees with a few clouds. The wind is from the southeast at 5 miles per hour. The forecast for this evening, cloudy with light wind with a temp of 48. Overnight, cloud-filled skies with a light breeze. The temp about 51. And then tomorrow, it will be overcast with some wind, with a chance of light drizzle. Temps of 61. That's Storm Track weather on Ohio's Superstation 93.7, the Super Q.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show live on 93.7 The Super Q. Brought to you in part by the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, and Smith Heisler Meats.
Welcome back. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. And what a job by the Danville Blue Devils. And they are the last KMAC team standing as they go on the road and win at Waterford tonight, 19-14, and will play Jeromesville Hillsdale for a second consecutive year. But this time it's in a regional final. Last year, of course, it was in the state Final Four. But they'll play them here in the regional final. And we shall see how that pans out for the Danville Blue Devils. But, boy, what a job by Danville. I mean,
seriously,
I thought that season was going to be a wash for them. Mm-hmm. And who would have faulted them? I mean, they've had this run, and in high school, it's hard to have this,
and a small school, too.
Yeah, to have that consistency and that run. And here they are. And, you think about, what was it, 2-3 years ago, they had that team with Walker Weckeser and Cole DeLauder and those guys, and that was the team you thought, man,
that's
this team
the
could
one
win.
that you thought might just
this
do
is the
it.
team that's going to win a state championship, and then they end up losing. But, wow, Danville wins again, and they're moving on. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Brian, let's do a rundown of what you got right now. Final scores are rolling in. We do have some games that are still going on.
Let me give you the finals first, and then I'll tell you when we change over to the ones still going on. These are all finals, and I'm about to tell you. Olentangy Orange defeats Olentangy Liberty 21-17. It was Big Walnut 35, Canal Winchester nothing. Massillon 48, Columbus DeSales 14, Columbus Watterson 48, Tri-Valley 6. It was Colonel Crawford 42, Cinnaberg 13. Shelby put it on Lima Bath 49-6. It was Indian Valley 47, Jonathan Alder 28, Liberty Center 42, Liberty Benton 10, Nelsonville. They were one field goal better than Columbus Academy, and they win that game 10-7. And Danville's on its way. It's 19-14. They defeat a great Waterford team. And now, how about these teams that are still going? Well, Upper Arlington and Pickerington are in a good one. Pickerington Central leads Upper Arlington 17-16.
Oh, wow.
Licking Valley and Steubenville just tied it up at 14 apiece. Sandusky Perkins trails Galleon 17-14. New Lex is going to win this one against Unioto. It is New Lex 47, Unioto 14. And those are our scores right now. We'll get to you as soon as we find some finals there.
Also, another final here. That's Wheelersburg 36, Barnesville 13, Division 5, Region 19 final, regional semifinal there. 740-397-1300 if you're out at a high school football game or you just want to talk sports with us. The Ohio State Buckeyes, by the way, they take on, of course, UCLA tomorrow night. They are playing under the lights as the Ohio State Buckeyes take on the Bruins. And if the Ohio State Buckeyes win, it will be the 1,000th win in program history.
Wow.
Now, that includes,
Yeah.
the 12 wins in the 2010 season that were vacated due to NCAA sanctions. So yeah, it's still their 1,000th win. I think that's how they mark it. So, but that would be their 1,000th win if they were able to take care of business tomorrow. A night game at the Shoe for the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on UCLA, and that's a pregame at 6 p.m. on WMBO. 740-397-1300. Let's go back to the phone lines. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Are you there?
Yes. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just got done watching Danville football. What a great game tonight.
Oh, had to be.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids played really good. That was a strong game.
Yeah. Danville Blue Devils, 11th seed, now going to play in a regional final again, taking on Jeromesville Hillsdale. And you know what? They've made the adjustments that they had to make, and here they are getting ready to play for another regional championship.
Absolutely. What a great game. And, we're all down here in Apple Valley in the garage, rooting them on.
Oh, it's a great place. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and we're all just so proud of them.
Yep. But now they move on, continue to play football. And this is kind of, we were talking about expectations there at Danville. This is the expectation. Win and keep winning. And even as an 11 seed going right in, they win against the 6 seed. They win again last week. They win again this week. And here they are getting ready to play for another regional championship.
Yes, sir. Their defense is really strong, man. And so we'll be down here next Friday night, rooting them on again. And, it's awesome just to watch these young kids play so good.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
it is.
Well, thank you so much for the call. Go Blue Devils, and hopefully they make it to the state semifinals.
All right, sounds good.
Take care.
Thank you so much. Again, the Danville Blue Devils win tonight. They hold on, and they are victorious. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be part of the program. And Pickerington Central with an interception, 1:20 left in the game. Upper Arlington with just 2 timeouts remaining. Upper Arlington and Pick Central in their ball game have a tight one. Garraway beats Downton 25-20. 25-16 in that one. 740-397-1300. You got an update there, Brian?
Yep, two of them. New Lexington, the number 1 seed in D4, Region 15. They defeat Unoto 47-14. And we've got a rematch between Galleon and Shelby because Galleon beats Sandusky Perkins tonight 17-14. So that's a 1-2 matchup.
45-34. Shelby won the matchup earlier on in the season. How important are those first matches when you have rematches like here in a regional final or just in the postseason in general? Do the regular season matchups matter, Brian? Or in this case, they haven't played for several weeks, and here they are. They're going to play for a regional championship next week, Shelby and Galleon.
Well, you see the way the coaches wanted to attack it because no one knew that this is probably going to happen later on in the year. So you were watching all the game plans they had offensively and defensively. So now you know what to kind of look for a little bit, what kind of passing game you want to attack, maybe how to run the ball against certain individuals. You talk to your kids, get some honesty about how they felt about the people they were blocking and the plays they had. You bring in your linemen. So there's a lot of information that has to go into this. So it actually is much better to have faced them because now you know who they are. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, things change and the revenge factor comes in. I mean, Galleon, they're going to believe they can win this football game, and they could against Shelby, but I still look for Shelby to win this thing.
Yeah, Shelby is just so
they're
good.
crazy
so
different.
So many different pieces that they have on that team. 740-397-1300. You know what? We're losing some really good athletes that are going to be gone after this season. You think about just in Richland County, DeVito's going to be gone. I think Bowman, maybe a senior over there, will be gone. And then you've got
Lexington's kids.
Yeah. Joe Cadell's gone. I think Braden Fogel. I think that's it for him. I mean, they've got some kids that are now. Braden Fogel may have one more year. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but there are going to be some really good kids that are done. I mean, in Centerburg, they're going to have to find some pieces. I mean,
there's a lot of pieces you're going.
Yeah. Blaine Ball will be gone, and they got to find some different things. London beats Jackson 28-24. That is a final in that one. And if you have a score for us out there, if you're out on the road, you're coming back from a game, 740-397-1300. And now for a lot of teams, you shift to basketball. You think about Centerburg, a lot of those kids that were playing tonight will shift right to the basketball court, and they're supposed to play Mount Vernon the night before Thanksgiving. We're going to be there live streaming that ball game.
I think that's a tough call. And that's a lot to ask for them.
Well, I mean, usually the kids get like a week off, right? And then you get back out of it. Now, it used to be that they would just push it back. I don't know. We'll have to
I kind of hope they do just to make it a little more realistic there for the kids. Because they can get hurt if they're not really ready physically.
There is a difference between football shape and basketball shape.
Totally. Stop-go basketball. And you know what? We've had people before tell us that we see minor injuries. Yeah, thank God. But we'll see a lot of minor injuries occur early on with guys that were in football who go to basketball. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't have any studies, but I could tell you from people I've talked to that were doctors that will tell you that.
It's the 14th right now, and that ball game for those two teams will be taking place on the Thanksgiving 26th. I mean, talking almost 2 weeks. So I don't know. Well, things have changed a lot from how they used to be. They like to get games in, and you know what I mean. They just kind of throw the kids out there and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what the plan's going to be. So I'm not the decision maker.
Kid, take that broken leg and get out there.
But and you have smaller schools. I mean, like Mount Vernon will be fine because they made it to the postseason. Unfortunately for them, they got bounced. But they have a number of kids that don't play football.
That's right.
That are playing basketball. But Centerburg, I know, like Blaine Ball's a basketball player. Miles Marshall's a basketball player. So, and it really depends on how many you've got. I mean, if you only have a couple of guys, you're probably not going to push a lot of things back. If half your team or your whole team's out there, then you probably have to make some adjustments there. 740-397-1300. Call us and to be part of the program. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show out of the Danville Blue Devils. They are moving on to a regional final once again, and big congratulations to them. If you want to talk about the Emmanuel Clase, Luis Ortiz situation, you can do that. You want to talk Ohio State basketball, who right now will play on Sunday against Notre Dame, and that will be on WMVO's radio. And the Ohio State Buckeyes, they have some transfer guys that have come in, and Christoph Tilley, a pretty good start to his season here, and Bruce Thornton's been incredible to begin the year. A lot of people think that this, I mean, he could. There are people that say he could become the all-time leading scorer at Ohio State, and he's already the first 4-time captain at Ohio State, and they think that he could possibly become the all-time leading scorer. The Ohio State Buckeyes will take on Notre Dame on Sunday, and then they play a game on Tuesday as well. 740-397-1300 to give us a call, and you can be part of the program. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. And you're talking about the Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz thing. And people say, well, is it really that big of a deal? Is it really that big of a deal that you throw a first pitch ball? And because it was a situation where he's like, well, I don't want to risk it being a strike. And he did actually throw a strike that was swung at a miss by Andy Pages of the Dodgers. And the bettor was like, oh, my gosh, and was kind of freaking out about it. Anyway, so people say, did it really matter? Did it really affect him? Well, think about this. When a pitcher throws a first pitch ball, it does have a big effect. In 2025, hitters hit 255 with a 375 on base plus slugging percentage and a 431 slugging percentage on 1-0 counts. After 0-1 counts, instead of 1-0 counts, so no balls, one strike, it dips to 216, so 39 points lower on the batting average, 253 on base plus slugging, and the slugging percentage is down for nearly 100 points, 87 points to 344. So it really does matter if you're throwing a ball intentionally on those first pitches and how it can affect a ball game. And we've seen it.
What about the integrity itself of the game?
Well, the integrity of itself are completely ruined at that point. And look, that's the thing you think about last year when the Guardians went on that run. They took down the lockers of Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase. And they said, hey, we don't even want to recognize them as players on this team. And they went on this run, and they,
Yes.
Back to the phone lines. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Geez, gosh, I haven't called you guys all year.
Yeah, we appreciate it, though.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you, Pickerington Central just beat up Arlington 17-16.
Yeah.
Arlington missed an extra point. Steubenville beats Licking Valley on the last play of the game, 47-yard field goal.
No.
14.
Wow.
You know what? I tell you what, Licking Valley, why are they playing a couple of 500 teams in Sheridan on their non-league schedule? Because the Lincoln County League this year, non-league, in their non-league games, they went 12-27. Why is it Licking Valley? Steubenville had to play 7 teams outside of Ohio last year on their schedule and 5 this year. Why aren't they scheduling them? Why aren't they scheduling London, Jonathan Alder, Watterson? If you want to be one of the big boys, you got to beat the big boys. And as weak as their league is, you'd think they'd upgrade their schedule. Now, I'll grant you that's a tough loss to get beat on a 47-yard field goal in the last play of the game. But most years in the playoffs, their loss is a blowout.
Yeah.
And I think they're at the point now that they've got to upgrade their schedule. They just have to.
They
don't have a choice.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard because, you get, 3 games that are going to be your non-conference, and you kind of see what you have. And the problem that they have to an extent is, and I've talked with athletic directors about this before, is these schedules are determined years in advance. And it makes it kind of hard because you don't know, okay, who's going to be good, who's not. I mean, I guess you could try to schedule somebody that has a history of being good, but it does make it kind of difficult in that regard.
Well, usually they aren't scheduled too far in advance. Usually most of the contracts, I think, are 2 years or 4 years. I never knew when I was involved in high school sports, I never knew of anything being like 10 years.
It's not 10 years. No, definitely not 10 years.
Right. But, London is good every year. Jonathan Alder is good every year. Watterson's good every year. Steubenville's good every year. Youngstown Mooney's good every year. I mean, you know who's good in your division. And I think you at least have to have your kids in a position where they play teams who are that good, that they're going to see on a state championship caliber level, so they know to what level they have to take their game once they get in that position, if they do. You're not going to get better playing, your league where you got a bunch of, the Lincoln County League got Zanesville 0-10, Licking Heights 1-9. They played Newark Catholic this year with 1-9, 2-8. Lakewood goes winless every year. You're not getting better playing schools like that.
Yeah, to an extent, you have to play what you have in your conference. There's not anything you can do in regards to that. We saw it with Mount Vernon where they've moved around. They were in the Ohio Capital Conference Capital Division, of course, for years when I was covering them. And then they moved up into the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Then they moved down to the Licking County League. And to an extent, you do have to play with what you have in the conference. And I know, when Mount Vernon kind of moved around, I don't know the specifics about it. I know there's, you want a better gate and everything like that. But you also want to be prepared more for the postseason. It's just hard when you're in a conference to do that. So.
Well, and I understand your point, but that is just my point.
No.
When your conference isn't strong, then you've got to schedule outside your conference to find strong teams.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're not going to get better.
Yeah.
And that's where they're coming up short. They played Sheridan, who wound up 7-4. Too many teams to make the playoffs. You can't just say, well, they made the playoffs. And then the next two opponents, like Reedy was one of them, and I can't remember who else. They played 5-5.
Yeah.
Just a couple of 500 schools. They definitely need to upgrade their schedule if they're serious.
Yeah. Well, and again, when we talk about it and what they can do, like I say, they you play who you can and you see what happens, and then like you say, finding somebody that's maybe a perennial team does make it easier. Then okay, you're going to be playing a team that's that, but and I know I get your point in terms of the postseason, but. It is tough.
One more.
Yeah.
Here's one more thing to ponder. Tri-Valley is right next door to them. Why aren't they playing each other?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you that Tri-Valley just a few years ago was awful. And their program is back. Boy, are they back. But in high school football, there's an ebb and flow. By the time they get on your schedule, then people are going, but why are they playing Tri-Valley? They're 3-8, 3-7, 3 and I get what you're saying, but it's a crapshoot knowing what they're going to do 3 and 4 years down the road.
Again, and I understand what you're saying, but we know traditionally every year what schools are going to be in a good position.
Sure.
One thing that I think is having a huge impact right now is open enrollment, because good athletes
sure
are
it is.
the lesser programs and going to the better programs. And it perpetuates that the lesser programs are always going to stay lesser, and the better ones are always going to stay better.
Yeah. Well, if you wonder what NIL's going to do, it's going to be the same situation.
Yeah.
It probably even worse.
So we could soon see the ruination of college and high school sports.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm with you on that.
Reality.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, we appreciate the call.
Yeah,
appreciate the call as always.
It's great hearing from you.
Okay. Take care. All right, 740-397-1300. You can give us a call and be part of the program. We would love to hear from you. All right, let's go ahead and do our giveaway here, though, as we've only got about 45 minutes left in the show. And the question tonight is, which NFL quarterback has won the most Super Bowl titles? And, again, which NFL quarterback has won the most Super Bowl titles? If you give us the answer on that one and your caller, let's do caller number 6 at 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Again, caller number 6. You win a $100 gift card anywhere you want, courtesy of Spearman Financial Services. If you have the right answer, which NFL quarterback has won the most Super Bowl titles? Be the 6th caller, get the right answer, and you'll win a $100 gift card anywhere you want, courtesy of Spearman Financial Services. Take this break. We're back with more.
Spearman Financial Services. Financial plans that last a lifetime.
You work your entire life, and now it's time to retire. The anxieties intensify, and you may second guess if this is possible, or do you continue working? These feelings are normal, and at the end of the day, you will be at peace with your decision. At Spearman Financial Services, we understand this important decision and will carefully work with everyone to assist with retirement needs as well as emotional support. Please call Spearman Spearman Financial Services and schedule your free, no-cost consultation today. Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
At Mid-Ohio Power Sports, we ride what we sell, and we fit you to the right CF Moto. 2 wheels and the road calling? Ibex 450 and Ibex 800 make adventure easy to love. The 450 SS and 675 SS bring racetrack attitude to your daily loop. CF Moto, rugged, reliable, ridiculously well equipped. Priced right. Ride smart. Read the owner's manual. Gear up and consider rider training. Experience more with CF Moto. Your next great ride starts at Mid-Ohio Power Sports.
You know what America's Best Pizza tastes like? Hi, this is Mike Amheiser, and the reason that I win awards across the country, and most importantly right here at home, is simple. It's our ingredients. At the Pizza Doc, we don't take shortcuts. I pledge to make you that same prize-winning pizza every time. Listen to what our customers say.
Alyssa, you ever had it before?
I have not, and I must say, the pizza is absolutely delightful, but the Italian sub might be one of the best subs I've ever had.
Call today, the Pizza Doc in Fredericktown, and find out what America's Best Pizza tastes like at 740-694-1555.
I love Pizza Doc. It's that time of year. The local auto dealerships are bringing in the new models for 2026 and ready to deal on last year's models. Along with CES Credit Union's competitive rates and incredible service, you might jump in the driver's seat by taking advantage of some nice big manufacturer rebates too. CES Credit Union. Loans subject to credit qualifications, federally insured by NCUA. CESCU.com. 888-397-1136. CES Credit Union.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, live on 93.7 The Super Q, brought to you in part by Pizza Doc, Griffin Insurance, and Knox County Veteran Services.
Welcome back, Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Who is the most winning quarterback, won the most Super Bowls in history? Brian? You know this one.
Johnny Manziel.
Just a bit off. Tom Brady from the New England. I know. I knew you knew it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm no fool here. Susan Durbin of Mount Vernon, the winner.
Oh, very good.
Congratulations to Susan for winning that. So if you're out there listening right now and you're saying, I wonder if I can still get it right, you can't. I'm sorry. But you have a chance next week, and we'll do that giveaway once again. But congratulations to Susan Durbin, who gets a gift certificate courtesy of Spearman Financial Services anywhere she wants, because that's what they do. It's Spearman Financial Services there, and we certainly appreciate their title sponsorship of this program. And for them to do that, it's just an awesome thing as well. Another piece there. Spearman Financial Services, creating financial plans that last a lifetime. All right, 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. Again, we have a winner, so do not call for that. And we're here until 10:30 tonight on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. And we want to hear from you. Genoa and Triway, how about this ball game? It's tied at 27 going to overtime as Triway picks off Genoa at the 27-yard line to stop Genoa's threat. 740-397-1300. That one is going to overtime. Tip beats Baden, and it's 23-16, the final there. The Red Devils off to the regional final in Division 3 playoff action. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. We want to hear from what you're thinking about high school football. What do you think of this Danville Blue Devils run? We're still hoping to hear from Jill and the Spirit Bus there. And looking forward to hear what they have to say, because that's always
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to hear from them there. It's like when we were listening to that horn from
Yeah.
East Knox. Remember, they'd blow that horn in our ear.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. And 740-397-1300. My wife she said, hey, before this soccer game, I've got this cup that you blow into, and it's like a horn. I said, what? She goes, yeah, so when they score, And so, she did, sure enough. First time. Oh, boy. You could hear it. 740-397-1300. I don't think they allow those kind of things at high school football games.
No, they're not allowed
anymore.
to have any of that.
You can't have that. But, I'm sure that going back into Danville tonight, there are going to be some horns blown.
Oh.
What an awesome job of the Danville Blue Devils, and we congratulate them. We loved having Matt Bloom and players down on the show this year, and great to see them continuing to win and a chance in the regional final. And again, it just goes to prove when you get into the postseason, anything can happen because
anything.
I mean, Danville did not have a great regular season, but they put it together when it counted, and you don't have to be better than teams in a 5-game series, 7-game series, 3-game series even. You got to be better one night, and
That's
the
right.
Danville Blue Devils did that, and right now they are moving on to a regional final. We hope to hear from Coach Bloom and about their situation because that's pretty much all we've got left in terms of, that's all we got left in Knox County.
Yes.
Of course, Richland County and Crawford County going to face off next week. That game actually already been told. I saw that game is going to be at Mansfield's Arlen Field. That's
Good
what
place
I
to
said.
play
Yeah,
it.
Galleon and Shelby.
Oh, they'll sell it.
Although, and obviously they can't do this because it's a neutral site, but boy, Shelby's a beautiful place.
Oh, it is.
I went to a track meet there. It was freezing cold and raining.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful place. Again, you can't do that. But Arlen Field, I did some, I don't know, they had like a tournament there for kids football. And that's the first, and I'll tell you what, I had to walk up to the press box, and I got my exercise in for about 3 years doing that. 740-397-1300. Brian, let's go ahead and do a rundown of what you got. High school football scores, regional semifinals here tonight.
All right, these are all finals. Olentangy Orange defeats Olentangy Liberty 21-17. Pickerington Central defeats Upper Arlington 17-16. Big Walnut all over Canal Winchester 35-0. It was Massillon 48, Columbus DeSales 14. Columbus Waterson 48, Tri-Valley 6. Steubenville 17, Licking Valley 14. Colonel Crawford 42, Centerburg 13. It was Shelby 49, Lima Bath 6. Galleon 17, Sandusky Perkins 14. New Lex 47, Uninoto 14. It was Indian Valley at 47 and Jonathan Alder 28. Liberty Center 42, Liberty Benton 10. Nelsonville, the Buckeyes of Nelsonville defeat Columbus Academy 10-7. And it was Danville. God bless those Blue Devils. The number 11 seed, they go into Waterford, the number 2 seed, and defeat Waterford 19-14.
740-397-1300. Give us a call, and you can be on the program. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hey, guys, I got a final score for you.
All right.
It was North Union 40, Carlisle 36.
Oh, what a finish.
And
All
it's
right.
looking like they got a matchup with Indian Lake next week.
All right, there we go. Where are you heading next week? You got a plan?
I'm not sure yet.
All right. I know you'll be at one of them. Although basketball does get started for girls basketball next week, so
We'll be jealous sitting here wondering where you are. You know that.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, real quick.
Yeah.
They had did you see the record set tonight?
No, which one, buddy?
The running back from Indian Valley set.
Oh,
the all-time-
300 yards or something?
Oh, no, for touchdowns in a career in high school.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he had 300 tonight, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a great ball. He had 6 touchdowns tonight. Yeah.
6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns tonight.
Oh, my word.
Wow. That's hard to do. There's been a lot of great players. I'll tell you what, I saw Daniel Ben-Gura when he played for Harvest Prep. He was the all-time lead. I mean, he led the nation in rushing his senior year. And there's been some really good ones through here, so that's pretty awesome for him.
Man, I appreciate that information. That's awesome.
But that North Union game next week, that is neutral site, isn't it?
It is, correct.
Yep.
So I was looking at it. That looks like maybe Marysville or Bell Fountain, most
Okay.
likely.
Yeah, that won't be bad for you. Marysville especially, so that won't be too bad. And those are two really nice places, so I've done them at both places before.
At that new stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty.
Hey, appreciate the update all tonight, Alec, and look forward to catching up with you next week, okay?
All righty. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks so much.
I appreciate that. And he's just a football fan.
Yes, he is. I love it.
He just goes to good football games, enjoys going out on a Friday night, and then updates us as well. We really appreciate Alec giving us a buzz and being on the program here. 740-397-1300. You give us a call and be on the program. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. We're hoping to hear from Matt Bloom. Hoping to hear also from Andy Colella. I know it's a tough phone call to make when your season ends, so maybe we won't get a chance to catch up with him. But 740-397-1300. And we'll get back to the phone lines after this break. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Super Q Time and Temperature is brought to you by
A-Plus Auto Brokers. We will buy your car. Bring it into us at 504 West High Street, Mount Vernon. Go aplusauto.com.
It's 5 minutes before the hour and 54 degrees.
The flavor and texture of a fresh turkey from Smith Heisler Meats is something you've got to try. These all-natural birds are raised locally on a veggie diet with no antibiotics, and they've never been frozen. They'll taste great baked, fried, or roasted. Be sure to order your turkey early so you can request just the right size for your holiday gathering.
This is Wayne at Smith Heiser's. We make delicious holiday meals easy with fresh meat and homemade sides at your neighborhood store with custom meats and more. Smith Heiser Meats, Columbus Road, West Mount Vernon.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Central Ohio weather.
It's currently 50 degrees with a few clouds. The wind is from the southeast at 5 miles per hour. The forecast for this evening, cloudy with light wind with a temp of 48. Overnight, cloud-filled skies with a light breeze. The temp about 51. And then tomorrow, it will be overcast with some wind with a chance of light drizzle. Temps of 61. That's Storm Track weather on Ohio's Superstation 93.7, the Super Q.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show live on 93.7 The Super Q, brought to you in part by CES Credit Union, Mid-Ohio Power Sports and Golf Cars, and Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center.
All right, welcome back. Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show on the Super Q 93.7 alongside the coach, Brian Gaston. I'm Todd Mathias, and one K-MAC team remains, and that is the Danville Blue Devils playing in a regional final next week. And we just gave you a rundown of the scores there. If you were missing any, give us a call. St. Xavier beats Moeller 17-13.
Wow.
The Hail Mary was incomplete. 740-397-1300. Indian Hill knocks off Taft 25-19. Braves advance to the regional final, take on Valley View. And you just heard Alec mention the North Union Carlisle game, 40-36. As North Union scores with, I think, 91 seconds left. It was just a minute and a half left, a minute and 31 seconds left, and they scored to take that lead and hold on to win. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hey, it's Jill Lyons from
Hey.
Danville here on the
There
Spearman.
she is.
There we go. Loud right from the get-go, Jill. Hey, you know
That's
what?
beautiful.
That was worth that long trip, wasn't it?
It was. 2 hours, a little over 2 hours down, and but we got the win, and we're excited.
All right, what'd you think of that game, though?
Oh, what a nail biter. Just a complete effort by every single player. And I had no doubt we were going to get it done. But, man, I have a little less fingernails right now.
Hey, you know, it's that time of the year, though. And it was probably beautiful weather, too. It's not freezing cold out. But
that's right.
You know, you think about this year, you guys get to the postseason, you're an 11 seed, and you sit back and you go, I wonder what's going to happen. I talked with Ed Honebarger, the former coach there at Danville, is now at Loudonville, and he said, you know what, Danville can make a run. He told me that you guys could make the run, and here we are. It's got to be a good feeling.
Well, yeah, and, you know, like, I think that, like everybody said, we got to credit the KMAC and the competition that we're facing, you know, every single week. And, you know, when playoffs happen, it's a new season, and we roll.
Yeah. Hey, is there any indication of where this game's going to be held next week?
You know, that's the question in the air. I don't know if we look at Clear Fork. I don't know if we look at Worcester, Triway. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, I won't be as far as Waterford.
Nope.
Yes, I know. And, you know, I told the kids on the bus, I'm like, we're not going to really know what to do. I've seen people saying we're the Road Warriors, but, you know, it's going to feel like a really short trip next week. But I'm glad to see the spirit and the fans. It was loud tonight, and I had no doubt Danville was going to show up to cheer these boys on.
And that's what I was going to ask you next, is how important has this group been that you're on the bus with the success? Because we talk about Danville and the great community. They came together, got you a turf field, and did all that stuff this year. And this community is great, and this fan base coming to Waterford.
Yeah, I think it shows the boys that we're behind them, and you know our band is phenomenal, and they get right into it with the student section, and it's something you got to see it. I mean, I guess if you've been there, you kind of know what it's like, and it's really special.
Yeah, Brian and I, we don't get that opportunity much anymore.
They won't let us out. We have to escape.
I know.
We're locked.
What about next week? Can we get you out there next week?
Hey, Brian and I are locked in here, but we're going to try to get Curtis and Will down there, or wherever you guys are at. We're going to try to get them over to that.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, now before we let you go, we got to hear if they're still loud to see if these kids are asleep or not. So you tell them to be loud here, Jill.
Guys. Here we go. Yeah.
I think it was so loud it just completely went out on us there, Jill.
I think you have a blocker or something. As soon as it gets super loud, it just, you know. So.
You guys are awesome, and we were waiting for this phone call, Jill. Thank you so much. Congratulations to the Danville Blue Devils, and guess what? We're going to be back here next week, and let's do this all over again.
Sounds good. Go Blue.
All right, appreciate the call. Again, the Danville Blue Devils win tonight thanks to Jill Lyons. She's the athletic director there at Danville. And always great to hear from the bus there. We heard him at the beginning. I don't know. We must have like a filter in here or something that just filters out the noise. I don't know. But big congratulations to the Danville Blue Devils. And Matt Bloom and the players there. And just awesome. Awesome. We've had a lot of fun with Danville over the years. I mean, I know few years ago, we actually went out there in the morning and did a whole thing with them, and it was a lot of fun. And the Danville Blue Devils back in a regional final, and we'll see where that game is going to be played. And we heard a few weeks ago from Tim Street about how this all gets decided. And look, people think, well, it's got to be right in between and things like that. But we'll talk about that in a moment. We do got to get a station ID in here. It's the Super Q 93.7.
Studios are presented by
Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon, serving those right here at home, remembering those no longer with us, supporting those currently serving.
You're listening to the Ohio Superstation, 93.7, the Super Q, WQIO, Mount Vernon, Newark, Delaware, Mansfield.
All right, 740-397-1300. Give us a call, be part of the program. We're going to do a rundown of scores here in a moment. But the Danville Blue Devils, they move on to a regional final. Shelby is on to a regional final. We'll take on Galleon. Again, Danville's going to play Jeromesville Hillsdale. We're going to give you some more updates as well. Let's get to the phone lines, though. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable show.
Hey, Tyler. It's Andy Colella.
Andy Colella, head football coach of the Centerburg Trojans. We appreciate you giving us a call. Well, Coach, you had a great regular season. You get into the postseason. You won a tough game at home last week, and Colonel Crawford comes in, and they were a tough opponent tonight. Just your thoughts on the ball game there.
Yeah, I mean, a heck of a football team, extremely well coached. But just really proud of our kids, man, and the fight that they've showed all season. It was a heck of a ride that they've given the community, a lot to be proud of, and it's a pretty cool deal for everybody involved. But the Colonel Crawford, man, when we knew it from the get-go. They were an explosive football team that could also run the ball really well, and that's what they did tonight. And we weren't able to get really a whole lot going on offense, and I didn't have the answers tonight, and but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, Coach, you look back at this season. Your only regular season loss was to Johnstown. Your KMAC champions. I know you put goals out there every single year of what you want to accomplish. Conference championship, I'm sure, is one of them, and there's a hope to win a state championship every year. But how proud are you of this senior class and just for the hope going forward with the next group that you have?
Yeah, extremely proud. It takes a lot to be a part of a team. You've got to sacrifice and buy into kind of what the vision is, and you may not agree with everything, every decision that's made, but our senior class were excellent leaders, and they've learned from the previous classes before them, and as a result, they and we were able to have a lot of success this year. They came into the program as champions in 2022, and they're going out as champions in 2025, and they've accomplished a lot. They've done a lot that not a whole lot of teams have done in this program. And for the younger kids, there's a lot to learn from that, and what they want to accomplish, and the hard work and sacrifice that it takes to get to this point.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great season. Certainly appreciate you joining us. In the mornings when we've asked you to do phone calls early in the mornings with us, we really appreciate you taking the time out and doing that. And, of course, spending some time with us here on Friday nights, win or lose this season. And, of course, it was a lot of times winning for you guys. But, Coach, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on a great season, okay?
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
Hey, take care. Again, Andy Colella, head football coach, Centerburg Trojans.
Wonderful coach.
And certainly appreciate it. And the we've talked about it before, Brian. It's tough to make those phone calls when the season's over, and certainly we appreciate Andy making that phone call and to chat with us. Andy's a great guy.
Yes.
Outside of a football coach, he's just a really great guy.
Yes.
And we appreciate him spending time with us here, and the relationship that we have with Centerburg and Rich Porter and what he's willing to do for us over at Centerburg, and just overall, we really appreciate what Centerburg has done with it. And you hear from Joe Lyons there before that, and we really appreciate everything Danville's done with us too. And we tell people we wanted to be at that game tonight. That was the hope. We wanted to be there, but unfortunately, because of the lack of an opportunity, we were not given that opportunity, so we couldn't do that. We will try to be at the Danville game next week. We don't know how that's going to work out. We have to kind of wait until a decision is made with Spectrum and NFHS, and so we'll just kind of keep people in the loop about what's going to happen there. But the KMAC was, again, a really tough conference. We say it every year that you don't have an off week in the KMAC, and it's just the truth. Everybody was really good in the KMAC. I know East Knox maybe had a down year, but they had the leading passer in the conference, and Jax Lester. They had talented kids that had their wide receivers were really good. They had a group of wide receivers that were incredible, and so it was a fun year in the Knoxville Athletic Conference. And for Danville, congratulations to them. They are continuing to move on. 740-397-1300. You can give us a call and be part of the program. Brian, let's go ahead and do a rundown of what you got for those that are just tuning in. Jumping into the car and riding back, maybe from Waterford.
Maybe.
On some scores there, right?
Olentangy Orange defeats Olentangy Liberty 21-17. It was Pickerington Central 17, Upper Arlington 16. Big Walnut puts it on Canal Winchester 35-0. Massillon 48, Columbus DeSales 14. Columbus Watterson 48. Tri-Valley 6. Steubenville in the last play of the game kicks a field goal.
47 yards.
Yes.
Wow.
Defeats Licking Valley 17-14. Colonel Crawford 42, Centerburg 13. Shelby, they're going to see a matchup this week. They defeat Lima Bath 49-6. and they will be matched up against Galleon that they faced earlier in the year in a high-scoring affair. Galleon wins against Sandusky Perkins 17-14. We have Indian Valley 47, Jonathan Alder 28, Liberty Center 42, and Liberty Benton 10. Nelsonville York on a field goal defeats Columbus Academy 10-7. And how about those Blue Devils? They defeat Waterford 19-14. Can you believe it?
All right. Well, they're coming back to Knox
Yes,
County
they
with a
are.
victory. We got one game that is still going on, and it is a barn burner. Princeton. This is in the
Cincinnati. Yep.
Yeah, Princeton Vikings leading Elder 30-29. Now, Elder actually scored on a 75-yard touchdown pass with just over a minute to go, 1 minute and 1 second to go. Then they went for two, and they didn't get it. And that's a risky move, I guess. I mean, what would you do in that situation? Would you go for two? Is it hey, if I'm at home, I go for two? I mean, we've seen that. If anybody's seen the movie where it says, well, what are we going to go for two? We're going for the tie. Well, we're convicts. Of course, we're going to go for it all. Now, these kids are not convicts. But in that situation, what goes through a coach's head to make that decision? 1 minute to go, and you score a touchdown. You can tie it with an extra point, but you decide to go for two.
You may not get to this point again. How tired are my kids? Am I moving the football? What can my defense do? How many timeouts do I have? Go for two. Let's go blue.
I love it. 740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program to the phone lines. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. Hey, Ryan. How you doing, buddy?
I am Danville tonight.
Danville did win tonight. They went
Yes,
on the road
sir.
to Waterford, beat the 2 seed, and they're moving on with an opportunity to play in a regional final next week after a 19-14 win, Ryan.
Right.
They have not said where that game's going to be at yet. We were just actually talking with the athletic director there from Danville, but we don't know exactly where it's going to be yet, but we'll certainly let people know when we find out.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, Centerburg Trojans' season is over, Ryan. They lost at home to Colonel Crawford, and so their season is over, but what a great year it was. They only lost 2 games, one to Johnstown, of course, tonight to Colonel Crawford, KMAC champions, but unfortunately their season ends tonight.
Oh, yeah. And I was in tomorrow.
Yeah, last 8.
It's a night game, buddy. You going to stay up for it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. What's your final score prediction?
Only today. Only today.
Who we play? We're playing UCLA.
UCLA.
UCLA, buddy.
I said I was there for the 8th till no for the 8th till 21.
28-21?
48?
48-21.
Yeah.
48-21.
I'll take that one.
There we go. We like it. Hopefully they don't get 21, though. Hey, Ryan, it's always great talking with you, buddy, and thanks so much for giving us a call, and give us a buzz next week, too, okay?
I will.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks,
Take
Ryan.
care, man.
Yep, take care. Again, appreciate Ryan giving us a call there. There you go, 48-21. All right, I'll take that. I don't really want to go 21 points to UCLA, though.
No.
740-397-1300. Give us a call. Be part of the program. You're on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hey, guys. Matt Bloom calling in.
All right, Matt Bloom, head football coach of the Danville Blue Devils on that trip back from Waterford. And it's a good trip back from Waterford after winning on the road 19-14. Coach, and before we talk about tonight's game, you guys were in the middle of the season here. You make some changes late in the year. You put a freshman in there and at quarterback, and you move some things around. How did that all come together? And then obviously this run that you're on right now to a regional final.
Yeah, I mean, we just got on the bus and I gave this message to them. The credit goes to the kids. I'm very lucky and proud to lead this group of young men, and it's really special what they've been able to accomplish this year. And this senior group to be able to go to 4 straight regional finals, that's almost unheard of.
Yep. It is.
I told the kids going into this week in Division 6 and 7, the only other two schools that have been able to do that are Marion Local and Kirtland.
Yeah.
So, that's the type of standard that we aspire to be.
Yeah.
And I'm just really proud of our kids for continuing to battle. And I'm just really proud of them. Tonight was a really gritty win and one that, earlier in the year we'd lose that game, but our kids have finally found a way to battle and find a way to win. And, it wasn't pretty, but, we got it out and super proud of our kids, and now it's on to week 14 against Hillsdale.
Yeah, Coach, let's look back at the game tonight. You go on the road to Waterford. I know it was kind of a back-and-forth game there in the first half, and I think it was a one-point game at the break. Tell us a little bit about how this game went and how you guys were able to pull off this win on the road.
Yeah, I think it really has to start with our defense. I think our defense did a phenomenal job. We gave up 84 rushing yards on 33 carries, so inside the box, I think we were really stout. And then our secondary played one heck of a game. We had 3 interceptions, and then we also forced 2 fumbles overall. So, our defense did a great job. And then offensively, I thought we did a really good job controlling the line of scrimmage and making plays when we had to make plays. And, just, again, it was a full team effort. And it goes back to our kids for believing in the game plan. And my assistant coaches have done a phenomenal job setting our kids up for success.
Coach, you talk about the fact that there's this kind of expectation to get to a regional final, and you don't want to be that class that doesn't get it, or you know what I mean, that senior class that doesn't get it. And you guys, again, made these adjustments throughout the year and have this opportunity next week, and we congratulate you on that. Is there any idea right now? I know we talked with your athletic director already, Joe Lyons, but any idea where this game might be?
If this game isn't at Clear Fork High School, it's a travesty. It's right in the middle. Hey, but here's our thing. We'll play in the Walmart parking lot. Let's roll.
Hey, we tried to play in the parking lot out here. If you saw that video the other day that we had yesterday, and Curtis about bit it in the pothole that was out there. He kept moving, though.
Yeah, you got to watch out for him. They'll get you.
Hey, big congratulations, Matt, and we're really proud of your group, and I know you're proud of your group, too, and we're really proud of what you've been able to do there at Danville as well. Let's chat about it next week after the ball game, and hopefully it's after another win. Sound good?
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. Go Blue.
Take care.
Go Blue.
Again, Matt Bloom, we thank him for joining us here, and there you go. The Danville Blue Devils, they're victorious, and they go on the road, an 11 seed. And that's the thing about it. You get in, you see what happens, and, we talked about we liked the number 12 because it kind of felt like you were rewarding those teams that were top 4 seeds while giving more opportunities than 8, right? So you give it 4 more opportunities, and now Danville as an 11 seed taking their opportunity, and now going to play in a regional final again next week against Hillsdale, and we'll kind of keep you in the loop about what we can do. We don't know what we're going to be allowed to do in terms of broadcasting that game, but the hope is that we can be there and live stream it, or if we can't live stream it, maybe we'll be able to do radio live and then I'll play it back, but we'll make that decision and figure out where we're going and let you know. Or we'll have a basketball game next Friday night live stream. So it's going to be one of the two. We'll get it figured out there. But again, 740-397-1300. Call us and be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show here on the Super Q 93.7. Again, the Ohio State Buckeyes going for their 1,000th career win in their program's history. That includes those vacated wins that they had in the 2010 season. But looking forward to that. That is tomorrow night. That is also on our sister station, WMBO, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. And that will be at 6 p.m. your pregame. The kickoff is at 7:30 in the Shoe. And, they've always been pushing for more night games in the Shoe. I actually went, I think it may have been 2021. Yeah. It may have been 2022. I'm not remember exactly what year it was. But I went to a night game, and I don't know. I thought it was going to be a lot colder, and I had this hoodie on. But it was a cool atmosphere there. 740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show. If you want to give a big congratulations to the Danville Blue Devils, if you want to give a congratulations on a great season for the Centerburg Trojans, you can give us a buzz. Maybe you're a Shelby Whippets fan and you want to tell us about their game tonight, feel free to give us a call, 740-397-1300. And how about this? A field goal good, and Cincinnati Elder takes the lead with 12 seconds left, 32-30, How important have kickers been tonight?
Well,
it's always it
that's
seems like
a big
it's always
one.
like that.
That's my Division I winner. Remember?
Yeah. All right.
So I can't lose another one tonight.
Let's go back to the phone lines here on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Hello again. Sorry I called you back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up, Bob?
I got a question I need to ask. Way to go, Danville. Good win for them.
Yes. Yep.
And I just wanted to say, when have you guys, Tyler, have you heard when the BAS sports guides are coming out?
For the winter?
Yeah.
I believe they should be soon. We were getting some final things, and then I believe they're going to be coming soon.
Okay.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, I know. I'll listen to your show on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll give you the information as soon as I find out. Okay.
I just thought I'd see if they're in yet.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I'll ask. Yeah, I know Tiffany will know.
Yeah, Tiffany will know. That's right.
Hey, appreciate
Thanks
it,
a
Bob.
lot, guys.
Take care.
Take care, buddy.
740-397-1300. Give us a call and be part of the program. It is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show here on the Super Q 93.7. Now, I got a phone call while I was actually here on the air on my phone, and it was a voicemail, and it said to wish somebody a happy birthday. So we got to do it. So happy birthday to Barb, who's celebrating a birthday tonight. And Barb is a avid listener, whether it be this show,
wonderful.
whether it be the show in the morning. So Barb, if you're listening out there, happy 32nd birthday.
30. My shoestrings at 32. What do you?
Yeah, she's not 32, but
okay.
Barb, happy birthday!
Oh, that is happy birthday, Barb.
Hey, listen, we would sing for you, but we only have like 10 minutes left in the show, and we want people to listen those last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
7-4. Although we did show Brian's face here on the. No, I'm just kidding.
And why?
We tried to black it out. Darn Derek found a way to put you on. No, I'm teasing. 740-397-1300. Call us. We got about 10 minutes left in the show. We'll take this one last break. More of the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show coming.
At Mid-Ohio Power Sports, we ride what we sell, and we fit you to the right CF Moto. Two wheels and the road calling? Ibex 450 and Ibex 800 make adventure easy to love. The 450 SS and 675 SS bring racetrack attitude to your daily loop. CF Moto, rugged, reliable, ridiculously well equipped, priced right. Ride smart, read the owner's manual, gear up, and consider rider training. Experience more with CF Moto. Your next great ride starts at Mid-Ohio Power Sports.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
You're listening to the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show live on 93.7 The Super Q. Brought to you in part by the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, and Smith Heisler Meats.
All right, we're back here on the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, and Curtis was able to come in here, and we didn't melt. It is warm in here. 740-397-1300. Give us a call, and to be part of the program, it is the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show, and it's also Nolan Ridgway's birthday today, apparently.
Nolan Ridgway.
For Danville.
Yes.
Danville Blue Devils.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Once again, we would sing, but that would not be good.
Nah, it's not. There are rules.
Yeah, we did actually have somebody call in here one time. Actually, they did it twice. One time they called Curtis and said, "I don't know who was singing the national anthem, but he's not very good." That was me.
Okay, good.
And then one guy called and said, "Hey, Tyler," and I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Do what you do well. Do news and sports, and don't sing." And then he hung up the phone.
Wasn't that nice?
Hey, you know what? Got right to the point. Didn't waste very much of my time.
You can always trust people to be at their best.
Yeah, you know what? I like people that are just straight to the point. They didn't beat around the bush. Hey, we don't want to hear you sing. We want to hear you do news and sports. Okay, fair enough. Whatever works. All right, let's do a rundown one more time of the final scores here. Brian, it's just about done. I know that Cincinnati Elder and Princeton game was still going on, but I don't know. It's pretty much over at this point. 32-30, Elders leading with 12 seconds left. But
good.
Go ahead.
Olentangy Orange, they roll tonight 21-17 over Olentangy Liberty. Can you imagine living on Olentangy?
I don't know how they
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Pickerington Central 17, Upper Arlington 16. Big Walnut 35, Canal Winchester nothing. Massillon 48, Columbus DeSales 14. Columbus Watterson 48, Tri-Valley 6. Steubenville, last second field goal defeats Licking Valley 17-14. Colonel Crawford 42, Centerburg 13. Shelby continues on. They lead and win it 49-6. Galleon defeats Sandusky Perkins 17-14. That ought to be quite a matchup next week. Oh, Indian Valley. They defeat Jonathan Alder 47-28. Liberty Center 42. Liberty Benton 10. Nelsonville York, they kick a field goal, and that was the difference in that they defeat Columbus Academy 10-7. And those Blue Devils of Danville, they defeat Waterford 19-14. Go Blue.
All right, big congratulations to Danville. And the Blue Devils advance the postseason. And as soon as we find out, you can actually, I can't do it over the weekend, really. You can put some over the airwaves. But if you check out our social media, as soon as I know where the game's going to be, we'll put it on our social media sites, and you will know where the ball game's going to be for Danville. But a big congratulations to the Blue Devils playing in the regional final once again. Of course, this weekend, the Ohio State men's basketball team, who's undefeated, they will be playing on Sunday. And that will be on WMVO, so be listening in for that on Sunday. And, of course, the Buckeyes tomorrow night in their ball game will be in action against UCLA. But I just want to get your initial thoughts here. Shelby and Galleon playing for a second time. You think the Whippets win that game for a second time? They advance to the state Final Four. What do you think is going to happen with that matchup?
Well, obviously, anybody could say, well, Shelby's going to win. And then others say, well, no, Galleon has revenge.
Yeah.
Well, they're all right.
Yeah.
But I just think that Shelby is just playing on a level that is uncanny. And I believe that they've played the best football in the last 4 weeks that they have of all year. And that's when you want to peak. So I'd say Shelby.
Yeah. What about Danville? Can they win? Can they get to the state Final Four? I mean, they're playing good football. They had blowouts the previous 2 weeks. And then here tonight, they won a tough ball game down at Waterford. What do you think of the Danville Blue Devils?
Well, I really like them. I know Hillsdale is incredibly gifted, but they have proven one thing to me. Put them on the field, let them go.
Yeah.
Because why put a limitation on them now?
No.
Could they win it? They sure can.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them they can't.
Yeah.
They can do it.
I know the Danville Blue Devils, there's always a belief that they can go out and win a football game. And they'll do that, have that opportunity next week, and we'll give you an update on where that's going to be and things, and our broadcast information and things. The Ohio State Buckeyes taking on UCLA. I think there's an understanding that everybody believes that the Buckeyes are going to win that ball game. I mean, you're talking about a team that already had to fire their head coach after they played in their ball game earlier this year. They ended up actually, they fired their coach earlier. Then they beat Penn State and forced Penn State to fire their coach, but when you look at this UCLA team, I don't think they even stand a chance tomorrow night. What do you think? Final score: UCLA at Ohio State in college football.
I could easily put it into the 40s and feel great about it, but I still have this strange belief that it'll be in low 40s, high 30s, because I think Ohio State will probably catch hold of this momentum early, and then they are going to work on the run game, and that means the clock's going to run, and they're not going to have to big play it in the second half. I think they're going to work on the run game.
Yeah, and that's what they did last week, too.
Sure.
And at your point right now, you don't want to show your hand too much before the Michigan game in that final week of the regular season, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of keep some things in your back pocket that maybe, is not on film, and the Michigan Wolverines can't see it, right? Something to that extent.
Well, it depends on if they have a guy filming it from the stands, But Connor Stallions is probably going to that game. But, no, I believe I don't have a real fear of that game this year.
No.
I just don't.
There you go. Well, that'll about do it for the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable show. And congratulations to Susan Durbin of Mount Vernon for being the winner of our Spearman Sports Trivia question. Also, thanks to Spearman Financial Services as our title sponsor, Griffin Insurance, the Living Center, Senior Living Apartment Communities, Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, Pizza Doc, Knox County Veteran Services, Mid-Ohio Power Sports and Golf Cars, Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, CES Credit Union, and Smith Heisler Meats. That'll about wrap it up for us here tonight. Thanks to Derek for working on the video for us. We were
Great
on the WQIO Facebook page. We appreciate all the work that Derek puts in behind the scenes there. And Curtis and Will plan on them being out there for that Danville game next week at the regional final. We'll let you know all the information about the broadcast, where it'll be, and all that coming up. But thanks again for joining us. Back at it next week, 7:30 to 10:30 on the Super Q 93.7, WQIOradio.com, and live streaming on the WQIO Facebook page. Join us next week for the Spearman Financial Services Sports Roundtable Show.
Financial Services Sports Roundtable.